Well, it has been 2 weeks, so I wouldn't fault anybody for saying, "Ow," but who among you remembers what happened last time?
Paul's
Yeah,
my
you
best
know.
friend
Yes,
in my dreams.
in your
Apparently.
literally in your dreams. Yes.
Literally in your dreams.
I did actively spit take when I was watching the VOD for it. I don't know why it was so funny the second time.
I died.
I think it's because I was watching Tabby's reaction to it.
I died when it happened.
It was funny all around. I think you might have been focused on like running game, and you got to just enjoy it
I
raw.
could
That
just
you know
enjoy
you're
it, and
watching
I
it.
was like,
Yeah.
"This is the way Dallas says best friend Jackie is."
That's Red Jackie.
So like Jackie has never seen Call like that enthusiastic about anything. So like it's literally like Jackie. I like to think of it as like how Jackie thinks Call would act as
Yes.
when he was excited.
Uh-huh. It was mwah, chef kiss.
Thank you.
But other than
If I
that,
can
does
give,
anybody remember any of the important plot development that happened in the last session,
I-
respectfully?
there's a lot going on.
I got
Yeah,
more
there is.
The
eyes.
third pair of eyes.
I have so
It's
many
different.
eyes.
You have like
Yes.
just eyes on eyes on eyes.
It is
But
eyes on eyes on eyes.
my new pair of eyes allowed me to see trails
Mhm.
that, as far as I can tell, seem to be the paths that things around me have taken. And the trail of importance was the one that we saw that led to the mines, which is the trail. Oh,
Sorry,
sorry.
go
As far as I remember, it was the trail given off by the little spirit things, the evil blah blahs that we've seen around.
So you were able to get two distinct different trails. One was kind of like a dark bluish purpley
Yeah.
trail that led towards where you remember the abandoned mines being located, and if you were looking for like the star spirits that you have convinced to not continue to steal, or at least you think you've convinced to not steal from the townsfolk, that trail led you towards the cemetery.
Except for the fact that I totally caught one of them stealing from the townsfolk.
They're
That doesn't mean that
definitely-
they're not in the other direction. It just means that like if you,
Oh.
like the most potent trail is leading that direction.
So when then me and Darkness put our heads together, we sat down in our thinking chair and thinked. And we kind of put two and two together that the little guys, the little evil guys, and the thing that was fucking with Darkness, probably some kind of big boss little minion scenario going on there. And so we came up with the idea that if we could get one of the things that are one of the people who are having their brains picked at by the things, that would be a possession of the big thing, and then we can use it to help us scry. So
Yeah.
I have a plan to get that. Darkness was gonna go talk to his god, and we were gonna reconvene.
So, thinking about that, my talking with my god is like totally not like how you talk with your god. Like mine's more like yes or no questions. He's kind of like a strict dad, but like a cool strict dad. You know what I mean? like he's working on his like chariot all day, and just like he'll wheel out from underneath it covered in grease occasionally to answer a question and then go back in. But he's not like ruling over you. Anyway,
I don't know
I
anything
don't
about that type
know
of person.
anything about how I grew up. If you thought I would get that reference at all,
wait. Never mind. But like, so I can only get like yes or no questions out of him. So maybe we scry first, so I have a better inkling as to like what to ask him. Because I mean, we can like learn about the thing and then ask them like better questions. Because right now I'm kind of going in like half cocked, and I'm thinking like, hey, so like, is there another means of defeating him within the town that we don't know about besides spells? Or I don't know. Do you guys have any ideas? Like, he's kind of all knowing. Gods are cool like that, but like, I don't really know what to ask him at the moment because I was figuring I could have like a dialogue, and that's not the case.
If it's more information we need, we still haven't spoken to the kobolds and the queen yet. They might
That's a
know
good
more
point.
about what's going on around here.
Be a lot of going up to come back down.
I mean, you're gonna have to come back down eventually.
I have to come back down anyways. Could do that. I still think we should scry first. Because knowing where this thing is important.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, 'cause like one of my other questions was be like, hey, can we get to this thing through the Kobold Caves? But if we can like scry it, and now you've got these cool eyeballs that like can do the thing, maybe we don't have to ask that.
Honestly, I'm still getting used to them. I'm not necessarily sure how potent they are yet, but
I mean, you said you can like see trails, right?
yes, and if I
So
focus hard enough on the things that we see in the town, it seems to point me down, and I'll just kind of like point in a random direction and be like, that trail. And I imagine you guys will all look up like, we don't also see the trail.
everyone turns to look, and then we look back at you kind of blankly, like, what are you talking about? We can't see it.
Or,
There's a whole
do
bunch
you,
of new senses. I'm trying to get used to them.
do you know anything more about this type of creature? You seemed familiar with it once you got to terms.
So I guess like the easiest way to explain it is like, so we have our world, right? And then like we've been to the Feywild. Here this is a good way to describe it. We've been to the Feywild. The Feywild is kind of like our world, but like slightly like crooked. It's like a little bit different. So like imagine our world, but like turned like fully 180 degrees, like upside down and backwards. And then someone took like a ladle and just mixed it all up. That's kind of what's going on here. It's like the best way I can describe it is like this like effluent chaos dimension that like logic just kind of immediately breaks down and just entities exist. Um, Things that shouldn't be in our reality sometimes get through. Like beholders are apparently one of them. I like dream other things into reality, so you might be able to blame a beholder on this guy actually. Um, but like, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. There's lots of eyeballs and teeth everywhere, and everything just kind of wants to eat you. Not because they're hungry, just because that's just what they do.
That sounds familiar.
It's like Jackie if he was evil and kind of like more black with more eyeballs.
Mildly terrifying.
I can imagine that.
At any rate, if this thing is in our realm, does that mean I can kill it?
Oh yeah. Once they come here, they become like flesh and blood usually. I mean, I'm sure there's some entity somewhere because this place fucking sucks and anything goes. But like, I mean, even gods when they step foot onto this plane have a chance of getting killed. Like it's happened before. So yeah. My parents did a lot of it. Like while they were figuring shit out, they pissed off a lot of really powerful people and killed a lot of them. They made amends because then they sacrificed a bunch of people to them in return, and it's just all kind of fucky. But yeah, we can kill them. I think, assuming.
I feel like we need to unpack some of what you said later, maybe. But yes, I agree.
Bro, I've been trying to unpack that for years now. Uh,
Well,
so yeah,
see,
I think if it bleeds, we can kill it, and I'm assuming it'll bleed. If it doesn't bleed, we run. How about that?
just get me to grips with it.
I don't think you want to touch this thing with your like hands or any other appendages. Generally, sticking it with a sword and only your sword. uh, things from the I don't really know what to call it. I like to call it the Chaos Realm or like the Dark Place. Um, Generally, if you touch them, bad things happen. Uh, so I wouldn't touch it.
Hands off, weapons only.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah. I saw a dude's arm melt off one time. That was pretty wild.
So we scry first and then make for the cave.
Exactamundo. And then after we talk to the kobolds, then I'll like chat with my god, and we can like prepare a little bit. Hopefully.
I'll make my preparations for the trip.
Good, because the plan that I have for getting the blacksmith here to the community center involves you not being here, and more specifically at the community center.
So, just pray tell, what exactly is your plan for getting our possessed friend over there into the center?
So, the thing that is possessing her seems to feed on joy or hope or happiness or anything like that. So, how do we convince the thing that's in control that going to the community center is good? Well, we use Jackie logic. Food.
There's food.
Time out for a second. Mana.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah. Okay, then Craig, continue.
If
Call's just gonna cut in. Hold on, food? Isn't this area in a famine?
I mean, I can
They're
make
not-
food.
they're guys, not the kind of food that you and I are used to.
Are we the
We're
food?
we're gonna convince it with the food that it wants. Her happiness, her hopes, her dreams. If we can convince her that there is some kind of boon for her at the community center, say a very high paying job to help out a certain dragonborn with some cursed armor, then
Go on.
the thing will want her to go, because that will lead to more happiness, more hopes, more dreams, more food.
Sorry, really quick. Darkness, what were you gonna ask?
Question was, when our cool red-haired warlock dude showed me his mirror, is it in the community center or is it his
It
house?
is in the community center.
Okay, good.
Sev, who is I can pull up the art because we have an amazing artist for our group, and I appreciate their amazing skills all the time. Because without them, I would accidentally use bad art that is bad to use. But so here we have Sev. This is
Aw.
the half elf. He is a wizard artificer. We then have Rose, who is a warlock, and then we have Bella, who is a sorcerer. These three together have been working up here in Edmondtown as part of a relief effort to help the people who are local to this area while also trying to help investigate or provide resources to anybody who's interested in figuring out what's causing the eternal winter on the mountain. They've been routinely using like create food and water, which does create food and clean water. It's just flavorless, and you can only eat flavorless muck for so long before you start to kind of lose hope, which might be a variable currently. um, Speaking of which,
So,
Bella will pipe up mentioning that the blacksmith doesn't really have much of a want or a need for money, but I know she misses, as silly, but like, she misses, we used to have a trade come up here fairly often. Uru, do you remember the trading caravans that used to come up to this part of the mountain?
Yeah, of course.
So on the in the caravan there used to be there are these little flaky like cake type things that they would often trade with the Goliaths up here. We haven't seen them in a really long time though, and so I wonder if that might help.
Cole kind of perks up with the sound of the word cake.
Cake is good.
Yeah, they're just these tiny little. She'll basically describe what's effectively like a brownie.
Relatively simple to make, provided I have the supplies.
Oh,
Never
that
get
sounds
tipped
just
on
like
the
that one
recipe.
thing you made that one time.
I like that one thing, especially that one time.
I
probably did like it. Yeah.
I will point out we do have another thing that might attract this to the community center, which, if it feeds off of happiness and hope and dreams, we do have a factory of that at our disposal. And Uru will kind of turn and look at Jackie.
What?
I mean, listen. If your thing was you ate happiness, hopes, and dreams, Jackie's like a 5-course meal.
Really?
Yeah, you're a wellspring of positivity.
So it's gonna try to eat me?
I think at the very least you'll be attracted to it.
A little
What
off
if
the top.
I try to eat it first?
You can't see it.
That doesn't mean I can't eat it.
I mean, it would be a lot more difficult.
I mean,
I don't know, guys.
I'll agree with that. But if something's gonna challenge me to an eat off,
And eat off.
I'm not suggesting we let it possess Jackie or anything like that. I'm just saying, if we imply that Jackie is at the community center, and it gets a look at Jackie, it's gonna want to be at the community center.
But no, it really seems like our only option is for me to make these cakes.
I mean, I'm for that.
Won't be the first time your old bacon got us out of a jam.
Is there gonna be bacon too?
Could be jam.
Hey.
There's no guarantee we're going to have the supplies we need at the community center, though. It was pretty sparse last time I looked.
Only cinnamon nutmeg.
No, but what we do have is espresso powder.
Natural chocolatey flavored.
Ooh, we do. And we have we have coffee. And I think we also have some carrots left.
Carrots.
I don't know how much carrots are going to be able to contribute to these, but
I do have cinnamon and nutmeg.
You know,
we still need chocolate. There has to be at least a little in there.
And that is unfortunately the one thing I do not have is cocoa powder.
So
where do you even get cocoa powder this time of year?
From this cocoa store? That's where everyone gets it.
We always had to import it onto the mountain.
Roth has a really lovely patch of cocoa beans.
Unfortunately, it's too cold.
Hot chocolate from Roth would be slightly spiced.
Wait.
Why do you think I have the chilies, my friend?
None of us know how to do prestidigitation, right?
No, I certainly do.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty
Wait.
sure.
So.
Oh my god.
Prestidigitation can make anything taste like anything.
Arkmon, your mom's jug.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, it's.
Mike's like, Mike will just do a spit take. She'll just randomly grab a glass of water.
Just get the spit in your face. Hold on.
No,
she wasn't drinking something else. She spat that, put it down, grabbed the jug of water, took a sip, spat that as well.
No, I know. I had thought about it. I was looking through my stuff. The only thing is, I mean, it makes a liquid form of something. So,
Hot
So I can
chocolate.
understand that. And I've already attempted it
Can
for
you
the
make
day.
chocolate syrup?
Potentially, but I'm saying I've already attempted it for the day. I wouldn't be able to produce anything right now.
Damn.
Literally
I mean, we could-
attempted to make the coffee this morning and failed.
But prestidigitation is still an option here.
Yeah.
Prestidigitation is a temporary solution.
All we
But
need
it
is
does
to
work.
get. All we need is to get the blacksmith to the community center. If we can find some way to do that,
It just has to taste good.
all we need
Sure.
It needs to taste good and still look like the dessert.
Yeah, but making it look like it will be easy enough.
Yeah.
I trust
Vision,
in call
texture.
skills.
Listen, vision, texture, mouthfeel. All of these are very important factors in enjoying the dessert. If any of these are off, then it will
Okay.
not be a pass.
I mean,
It will
I'll
not be
agree.
acceptable.
Okay,
Interesting
what?
sense of fire behind his eyes when he's talking about baking with like such intense passion. Like even Sev's like, "Whoa, man, that's like super deep."
We do not do anything halfway in Roth.
Don't worry, best friend call. I'll help.
What?
God.
What, what did he just say?
What did who say?
How am I gonna help?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, I mean, if it just needs to work for a small amount of time, that works just fine. I can keep this up for about an hour or so.
I trust you to make it. To do all of the other stuff. We can make it taste like chocolate.
as long as it tastes enough like chocolate and it's viscous enough for me to mix like the melted form of it, then I can make it work.
So we are putting things together and then modifying it via prestidigitation, or are we trying to get like actual
No.
non-magically altered?
I think the idea is to try to make the cake as close as possible to the thing, and then after prestidigitation it chocolate flavor.
My preference would be to try to find the ingredients first.
I mean, I doubt
At least a
there's an
cursory
abundant-
look.
I doubt there's
You never
an
know.
source of chocolate up here, but we can try.
Well,
Chocolate was
I
never
can-
a big import on the Ratnar Mountains, even when it was booming.
Wait a
Not
minute.
accurate. Because Minnie's haberdashery is known for
I was-
hot chocolate.
I was literally just about to point that out. Thank you.
I'm trying to hide the chocolate.
Oh, I see. Roll me a deception check.
Too late.
Uh,
We should go to Minnie's and take a closer look.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, that is really good. Jackie, can you roll either a knowledge history or a investigation to remember if you recall chocolate being at Minnie's?
Oh, I get advantage.
Oh,
if I
yeah.
I mean, I
remember the
guess
smell
Paul
of it.
does as well. It's true. I did
well,
say
I
anything.
rolled horribly.
You rolled horribly. I did say anything food or drink related. Jackie could have a bonus on his sleuthing.
History or
Either history or investigation, whichever you'd rather.
awesome. They both suck the same. They suck.
You get to roll with advantage.
It is a 17. Oh, with advantage.
Yep.
Jackie doesn't remember
one.
shit.
Yeah, it's a tough one to beat. 17.
Ugh.
I would have remembered had I seen it. I don't think I saw it.
Same.
You rolled a 17. Yeah, with a 17, you absolutely remember. You're like, no, I smelt it the other day when we were in there cleaning up. It was great.
This was contested.
Oh, sorry. The history check is just to see if Jackie remembers. Your deception is to try and lie to other people making insight.
You lied your ass off, but Jackie
You
still
lied your
remembers
ass
because it's
off.
food.
But
But
yeah.
I have to outpersuade the group then, right? Basically to beat the deception. Okay, so I gotta be like, no, really, I remember it. Oh Jesus, fuck, dude. I remember.
Jackie explains in such intimate detail as to where it is. He's like, it's in the third cabinet.
I start
to the
drooling,
left.
like I can almost taste it right now.
These people don't have much. We can't just go around taking the stuff that gives them comfort.
Then we give back to them. If I can make an authentic set of these treats, who's to say we
Or
can't
we
share
can make a
some?
non-authentic one and make it taste authentic. It doesn't need to be the real thing.
Well, if
Yes,
he makes
it does.
we can
I'm
share.
gonna just point out that like if we succeed by doing this thing, their village and everything will probably kind of return to normal a little bit, so they won't be,
Well,
you know,
we still have that
destitute.
to
and
deal with, and he points up to the sky.
Listen,
stuff. One thing at a time, dude.
Jackery's already leaving for the chocolate.
I have never wished so
It
much
will
in
be-
my life to have met another group of people.
Urugaru, trust me, it'll be worth it.
I'm sorry, what was that, Urugaru?
It's good. Tastes good.
Did you say that out loud?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Poof, he is gone from existence. An alternate timeline.
You know what? At this point, yeah, he probably should say it out loud.
Uru said it out loud. How much does Uru mean it?
Not much. He loves these people.
Okay.
He loves these groups. He loves this group of idiots. He's just
Okay.
frustrated.
But Jackie, when you go to reach for the door handle, as Uru says that you go to leave, your hand weirdly doesn't connect with the doorknob for a second.
What, I slap myself?
You just kind of like whoosh, and you're like, huh. Then when you go the second time, it works. Then you can leave.
Door handles are hard. I figured it out.
Tricky things to master, for sure.
Just like on the way to Minnie's call is like trying to explain to Uru how important it is that the dessert be
I'm not
authentic.
listening. I'm not listening at all.
He's actively not caring.
She's
One
like
ear out the
mansplaining
other.
the whole walk over.
Cool.
Red Rage is gonna look over. Red Rage and Tyke are both going to look at their. Tyke is gonna look at Arkmon, and Red Rage is gonna look at Rail and be like, "Are they always like this?"
It wouldn't be the first time I had to put a wedge between those two. I'm glad to see them finally getting along, though.
Yeah, that's about as close as getting along as they've been. Actively ignoring them. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, Call is still upset at Urugaru, but he's too fixated on these cakes now to care.
Hyperfixation unlocked.
Crazed.
It's been a minute since he had a sweet treat, okay? Be nice.
I don't have to be nice to anybody. So you make the quick hop, skip, and a jump back over to Minnie's haberdashery. Rail, you see that Spirit seems like eagerly excited to see you.
I missed you too, buddy. I'm sorry you have to stay here where it's cold and damp and
Roll me a handle animal.
Rail is sniffling a little bit because the cold is nipping at her nose. Where's the handle? There we go. 20, not nat.
Spirit seems nervous about something.
Oh, what's going on? Are you nervous? You scared? What's got you all riled up?
You don't currently have speak with animal on, right?
I'm pretty sure that I do.
Your
Just
lupine
'cause-
form gives you permanent to speak with other wolves.
Damn it. Where is it? Speak with animals. Oh, that's right. We did a long rest.
And we've done a long rest, yeah.
All right, I'll cast speak with animals and be like, hey, whoa, what's going on? Something got you stressed out?
Rail.
No. I forgot.
Rail, it's of the most importance that we
Oh
move
no.
along, Rail.
Spirit, you're so well articulated. Why do you say that?
There's something big coming, Rail.
Oh, the thing in the sky? Yeah, we already know about that.
It keeps staring at me, Rail, like it can see through my soul. His eyes get really big.
Wait, you can see that thing? And I look up at the sky. Is it pretty foggy still?
It's still very foggy. The clouds are definitely obscuring too much movement above you, and you can see large bodies that seem to be circling around, but nothing quite as big as the harpy that they pointed out previously.
That's interesting. What do you mean that you can see it staring at you?
I just feel its eyes undressing my bones from my body.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure harpies don't even like horse meat, horse bones.
Deception check? No. Jackie bolts for the nearest outhouse. He'll be right back.
Make sure
There's
you're on
just
mute, Jackie.
there's just like a trail of never mind.
There's a little bit of crop dusting and some. At first, you think it's just squeaky shoes, and then you realize they're not squeaky shoes.
Oh no. Bless you.
Spirit will be like, if you're certain, Rail, I just worry.
Well, you don't have to worry about a thing while I'm here. I'll make sure nobody, not even those harpies, gets anywhere near you.
He'll kind of like nuzzle a little headbutt against your chest, which is fairly large now. Like he doesn't have to lean quite as far down as he was before. He's like, you smell different, Rail.
Really?
Just a little.
Oh, maybe I should try bathing. I haven't done that in a while. Rail's
Yeah.
gonna there was a bath that Paul was in upstairs, right?
In the community, so back at the community center. So it's definitely an option.
Yeah, I think I'll probably be like, hey, Red Rage, Archmon, Tyke, I think I probably need a bath. All this new hair is kind of starting to mat and stick a little bit. So I'll head back to the community center and draw up a nice bath for myself.
Lovely. The rest of the party, you enter Minnie's haberdashery. You can
Yes.
see there are now a assortment of holy symbols sort of hanging where they weren't before. I had given you that detail last time, but we were in the community center, not in the haberdashery. I had gotten confused. But so now you see them, and there appear to be a large assortment of sort of hastily crafted but still gets the point across holy symbols that seem to have been hung by the couple. As you enter, Qbert will go, "Ah, the grave robbers! They're here!"
We're not grave robbers.
Clarify the grave
We definitely grave robbed.
Minnie will kind of come out from behind the counter and be like, "Oh, hush, they were just having some good, clean fun, I'm so sure. How are you doing, sweetie?" And she'll walk up to Urugaru like she's looking for a hug.
Do I see? Does she look normal?
She looks normal, yes, but you do notice that like there's like a small whisper of a shadow kind of still hunched around her, but it doesn't seem to be like active. Imagine like a snake like a sleepy snake coiled around her. It doesn't seem to be active.
Hey, I will reach down, give her a big hug.
like, "Oh, you're getting so strong. You're gonna break me in half if you're not too careful. What can I get for you fine folks today?"
I suppose we
Well-
need some chocolate.
Oh, some of my famous hot cocoa? Well, we are running a little bit low, but I'm sure I can find some for my favorite Goliath. And she sort of darts off into the back, and you can hear some, like, banging and clanging, and all the while, Hubert is just sort of glaring daggers at the party. His handlebroom mustache twitching back and forth, his bushy eyebrows narrow at you.
I can outstare you, old man. I got 6 of them.
Do you
Call
open
will
up any
sort
of
of
your other
just
eyes?
No, I'm at the moment. Uru's trying to keep them closed as much as possible. Namely, just because, like, don't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Fair enough.
Call will sort of call after Minnie as she runs into the kitchen. Just the powder, please, if it's not too much trouble.
With your passive perception, you don't hear them affirm that they heard you. You just hear a lot of swearing. Uh, or at least exclaiming as though they might be swearing. For those of you who speak Gnomish, you definitely hear a couple of fucks and for God's sakes. And
Hey, that's me. I hear it.
eventually, Minnie comes out with a small tin. She hands it to Urugaru. Uru, you can kind of feel how light it is. It definitely feels like it is half full at best. Depends on how optimistic you are, I suppose. Some might say half empty.
Thank you.
He goes, whatever would we be working on?
Well, I had recently learned of a recipe for some Goliath cakes that used to be very popular around here. And I've got it into my head that if we can find enough supplies, I'd like to make a batch for the town here.
Well, that's so very kind of you. Well, if you need a kitchen, you're absolutely welcome to use mine. Community center's not what it used to be for group cooking.
Thank you. I appreciate that. How does her kitchen, like, in comparison? I assume it's better, but would it give me a benefit to using Minnie's kitchen instead?
Great question. You feel as though Minnie's so this is one of the choose your own adventure portions of the encounter. So you can decide, would you rather make it in a gnome-sized kitchen, where in which the food might be smaller and more artisan, or did you want to make a bunch of it for a lot of people?
I wanted to make enough. So first off, Uru's plan takes place in the community center as well. So part of it is being able to draw draw the blacksmith there. So I feel like being able to make enough for the town, and I'm starting to turn it into, like, kind of something that's going to draw maybe a couple of affected people in, maybe,
Okay.
and that will increase the chances that will bring in one of these shadow creatures.
Quantity is definitely a variable. You get the impression that quality might also be, like, as a baker. And so part of you is like, but can I pull this off in so the siblings are in a kitchen that's very big and open, so there's lots of room to stage a lot of things, but it's very minimalistic. You do also have the benefit, though, that there's a wizard there who can sort of help zhuzh things if you feel like you need zhuzhing. Versus here, it would be a true culinary flex of your own skill and talent.
Got it.
So it depends
Well,
on how confident
call.
you and or Jackie are in your ability to use a normal kitchen versus a magical one.
I mean, call can definitely rock a baking situation. Um, my follow up question is: would a gnomish kitchen be disadvantageously small for someone of Call's size?
Maybe.
Hmm.
You're definitely kind of looking at it and going like, man, a lot of this is tiny. Because it is made for Minnie. It is not made for 7-foot tall Dragonborn.
I'm sorry, Minnie, but I don't think I can quite make this kitchen work. I feel like I might be a size too large.
She's like, I understand, dear. It's okay. Best of luck.
Thank you very much for all of your help.
All right, so you guys, did you want to continue to hang out at Minnie's, or did you want to make your way back to the community center?
Call's ready to go back unless anybody else needs to stay.
No, I think going back to the community center makes sense.
Yep.
Oh,
Although, do we want to talk to
never mind.
the kobolds first, or do we try first?
We can go talk to the kobolds after this is out of the oven and cooling. It'll need some time.
Good call.
The kobolds are definitely like up the mountain. They're not
Yeah,
around the corner.
Yeah, we're like
okay.
a ways away from the kobolds.
I thought they were closer than that.
This is the kind of thing where it's like, you know, go take an hour and talk to the kobolds. We're going up the mountain.
Going on an adventure. Oh boy.
Don't get me wrong. First chance I get, I do want to. But now I have a challenge in front of me. He'll just kind of regard the box of like cocoa powder.
That was an interesting audio cue.
And Jackie has returned.
Jackie, did you sneak a carrot in here?
Where?
Not this time.
If you have to ask, the answer is probably.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2 of them still.
Got those carrot farts.
Yeah, Jackie just took a big old poop because he needs room for the cake.
It'd be like that.
Gotta clean it up.
Here, you eat the carrots?
No, we don't need the carrots.
What? Why did I just give up my hand? And he puts them away.
So you're right back at the community center. Rose, Bella, and Sever just sort of milling about, cleaning various things, taking accounting of things, reassembling some things. They sort of regard you, but they don't make a big deal of your entering, coming or going anymore, given that, you know, you're a bit more of a regular at this point.
Just can't get rid of
Paul will immediately just set the box down on the counter and like go and try to fish the rest of the ingredients that he's going to need, like flour, salt, and get all that together.
Yeah, you're definitely able to find the majority of those ingredients. They are in smaller quantities, and some of them are they're definitely not like the highest of caliber, but they seem like they will work.
Perfect. All right, so we've got minimal quantities. All right, we don't need a super huge amount of these. We just need enough for Minnie and Blacksmith. So 1 batch should be fine. That's all I need.
Okay.
And he'll go to work.
All right. Did anybody want to? Did you want any assistance? Are you accepting assistance?
Yeah, absolutely. He'll start like barking like Gordon Ramsay orders and just like set the oven to 400 degrees and you start sifting the cocoa into the flour.
Sure, yes, sir.
The darkness gets up to hell.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, yeah, who specifically? I imagine it would be Jackie, but
that was my thought.
Literally anyone who'd be inclined to start listening to Call, because he's just like telling people to do stuff without really checking to see if they're doing it, with just the air of assuming someone's listening to him.
Yeah,
Darkness
it'd probably help.
Oh yeah. can't imagine Chucky wouldn't. Darkness definitely spent a lot of time in the kitchens growing up because it was away from his family on the opposite side of the house. Also, food. So, yeah, Darkness knows how to cook a little bit.
Okay, for sure. So
Uru
let's go ahead.
throw
Sorry.
his hands in. Uru would throw his hands in there too. Obviously, up on the mountain, you have to learn how to at least be a decently fine cook. In the situation where you need to be the person cooking in the middle
I
of
don't
no.
know. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you cook at higher altitudes, you have to adjust temperatures for things.
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
look at little Mr. Smarty Pants over here trying to
Mhm.
fucking upset my apple cart, you piece of shit.
I think that's really
Is that
important.
something Rail knows?
So I guess we're all doing it. We're all cooking.
Yeah, it is.
Actually,
Except for Arklon.
I was expecting.
You're in the bath. Go away. No,
I
love
was
you.
expecting Uru to know that.
You have to understand though, is when you spend a lot of time cooking in your own climate, I don't think you think about those things.
Honestly, like the only thing Uru would have thought of was like, "It seems a little bit high." Oh well.
I mean, so
Thought, rather,
having lived at altitudes above almost 2 miles in New Mexico, it is a stark difference in how long things take to cook and the amount of heat that it takes to cook compared to here at sea level. So
Alright.
you having grown up in the mountains would definitely notice it.
Except for he's a vegetarian and he doesn't cook a lot of meat. There's a lot of raw food in his diet, or just soup that takes forever.
Good thing we're doing cake.
But not soup because
Alright.
it's just a chunky drink and he doesn't like it.
I was gonna say Uru doesn't eat soup.
Nope. So
Also,
it'd be probably just roasting stuff until it's done. Like,
Uru's not 100% vegetarian. But
you're an ethical vegetarian.
Uru prefers vegetarian, but it's not like a.
You've eaten a harpy before. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
Alright. Then how about could I roll an insight check to see if I like pick up on this? So like calls like a fire-based dragonborn, so I feel like he'd be pretty in tune with heat, but its interaction with things at different altitudes is a different thing entirely. I don't know. What do you think?
Nope, that sounds exactly on point. So go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Nat 20.
Damn.
Yeah, no. Call closes his eyes, and what is Call's animation as he sort of gets into this zen-like state before executing his art?
He's going into his mind palace.
His mind palace, yeah. Alright, calls. After he assembles all of the ingredients, he takes a second and he just like places a hand on the table, not unlike a commander over a map. And he just like looks at the assembled people and ingredients, and he's like, "Alright, we're going to do this." And he goes over, he checks everything, does one last check, and then as he touches the oven, he realizes it's gotten way too hot, just like by the feeling of the oven outside on his fingertips. And he's like, "This is too hot. It'll burn the cakes before the inside is cooked. Dial it down by a few degrees and give it some time to cool before we put the ingredients in."
Yes,
Rogue will absolutely walk over and make the small adjustments needed. They'll bang on it a little bit just to make sure. You look inside and there's one of those fire elementals that Darkness saw earlier. I don't know if Call was there to see it, but Darkness, as you open up the door to adjust the temperature, you see that there's like 3 little guys that are just like getting into a fight. They're just like pushing each other, and it sounds. You speak the language that is needed. I think it's, what do they speak?
Abyssal deep speech.
Yes. It is in fact abyssal, and you can basically hear them like it's just a lot of like "fuck you, mate," "ah no, fuck you, buddy," "ah no, fuck you, I'm not your buddy guy," like. As you turn down the temperature, a little glass just blink goes over one of them, and they're like, "What? No, no!" They get like tiny.
That was perfect audio cue. You just faded out.
I imagine like a combination of like the fire sprite from Howl's Moving Castle and minions.
Yes. Absolutely a combination of those two. Little
Yeah.
chaotic beings of just too tiny to have more than one emotion, and with the fire guys, it's mostly fight.
Yeah.
But we've sequestered one. We've adjusted the temperature accordingly.
All right.
Jackie, Arkmon, Darkness, Uru. How are we helping?
I'll say for Arkmon, he doesn't have that much of a skill in the kitchen. He would say if it's not like fish.
Right.
Fish, meat, like he's used to that. Like he can work a fire, maybe not necessarily baking. I'd be interested in perhaps just keeping a good eye out, I suppose. Even though it's like daytime, it's not like a bunch of shit hasn't happened in this town. So maybe with Tyke, do a little patrol. Hey, you know what? We need to get Trips needs to get out a little bit. Little guy hasn't been able to like run around for a bit, so maybe
Probably definitely has the zoomies at this point.
definitely, yeah, we'll take Trips out and maybe give him a little, get him some food, get him some exercise.
Yeah, absolutely. So you take trips outside, and immediately the second he feels like he can kind of like go off on his own, he just starts like jumping into big banks of snow, and
Oh, he's
it goes
adorable.
silent, and
Trips
then he'll
gets
like hop out of it, and then run
Trips
around,
gets it.
and then jump inside, and then hop out of it and run around, and he'll just do that until he tuckers himself out, which takes a little while. Tyke will just sort of like lean her head against your side, and she'll interlace her fingers with yours and be like, "This is kind of nice."
I can't really remember last time we had like proper downtime. It's always like, who's taking the morning shifts and shit. So yeah, no, this is nice. But soon enough, I mean, I think you've seen how we operate and the shit we gotta deal with. It's not gonna get any easier as we head up the mountain, I think. I'm glad to have you with me. It's definitely gonna be uh, probably more crazy shit before there's less.
He's like, "I can't believe what we've seen so far." It just, I'm gonna be honest. Some of the stories that you're telling me before, I thought I thought you were just making some up so you could sound cool.
Yeah, I wish I was exaggerating more. You know, but I think, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of seems like through and through, it's screw somehow stuck together. As much as we've changed over, you know, the little time we've known each other, it's pretty crazy.
Did you ever think about maybe taking a break?
These people
Like,
help me so much as far as, you know, back at Stronghold and then all the shit that happened in Moag. I don't even necessarily feel it's a duty. It just feels right to help them as much as I can. They've literally got me back to my family, and they're not in the situation. They're not as fortunate, and I think it just feels right. So
like your dad.
not anytime soon. I couldn't say. Once all of this and I do mean all of this is over, then absolutely. I think we're all due a good rest. There's lots of stuff to be done.
Like look off in the distance. Her she'll kind of start to squint. Be like, "Huh? What that is?"
What's up? And I suppose I try to look off in the same direction.
Uh, with your passive insight, you get the sense that she's about to play a trick on you. I rolled a 2.
I reflexively kind of like
She was like,
get
"What's
ready.
that over there?" She's like trying to distract you.
God
She's like
damn.
grabbing the stuff for a snowball with one hand.
Oh, another snowball fight. I got my ass kicked last time.
Hellish rebuke the snowball.
Jeez.
Do you choose to look in the general direction, or do you choose to intercept the potential snowball?
I'll look off in the direction. So I'll take
Yep. No.
Bop.
She absolutely takes the opportunity to be like, "Yeah, no, just over there. Can you see it?
Yeah,
Can you see
sure.
it?"
Yeah,
And then,
yeah, absolutely. I
now,
can
back of
totally.
the head, a little bit
Bam.
of snow.
Yeah. All right. Nice. It's nice. And then I go down, and I don't know if you remember, but last time I was trying to make snowballs to throw, I used my horns to
Yep.
create a larger snowball, more
Yep.
the size akin to
Jackie.
not Jackie, bowling ball maybe.
Tiny Jackie.
Tiny Jackie.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, not the horns!" And just start running around. You mess with the moose, you get the horns.
The
You guys have really
caboose.
a cute little time out front. Well, Trips is also just playing in the snow. Meanwhile, back at the kitchen, Darkness and Call have been working diligently on brownies, Uru and Jackie.
I figure since I'm the only person who has ever actually tasted what they're supposed to taste like, I have an insight into like, don't remember that flavor profile being in there. There's definitely that, or to a rough extent.
So your
I
backseat
agree.
cooking.
I feel like Urugaru would be a very valuable taster, and Call would just like go to him repeatedly and just like with a little spoon, and like every time you just go back just like grumbling.
It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It has to be perfect.
First, it
I'm
had
going
too
to
much espresso
help
powder. Now it didn't have enough espresso powder.
eat them.
Jackie, hands off until it's in the oven.
Jackie.
Or after it's in the oven. You know what? No, after it's in the oven.
Is there anything else I can cook on the side that isn't using the oven? Like quesadillas. Come on, we gotta have savory and sweet.
So help me God, or Bahamut Jackie, if you put a quesadilla on top of these brownies, I will throw you up the mountain.
I was
And
thinking
you
in
won't have
between,
fun.
but okay.
I was gonna say it's almost like a side encounter to have deter Jackie.
Come on, who doesn't want
All
a
of a sudden,
quesadilla?
the giant harpy's just like minding its own business in the air, and just like Jackie comes sailing up from the ground and just collides with it, just like a railgun shot,
Guy, oh.
like a dragapult.
Rail, you'll hear a knock at the door as you are enjoying your bath.
Who is it?
Red Rage will be like, "It's me."
Oh my god.
Oh, did you need something?
Like, no, just checking on you. She has her hands over her eyes as she's like walking into the room. Like, she's like, "I brought you a towel. I thought you might need extras considering."
Oh, I didn't even
Tail.
think about that. I was I was kind of just gonna like shake it out, like I've seen you do.
He's like,
Not you.
"No, I've done what? Excuse me? I beg your pardon."
Not you. No, not you, but
The
you.
other you.
Sorry. No, I meant you, you, and I kind of mimic like petting the wolf, like point at my ears. You.
She's like, "Oh, duh, of course, obviously." Well, towels just might be nicer. I don't know. Like, air drying's also good, just in case it got chilly, Anyway,
Wait. Actually, Could I ask a favor of you?
She'll like, or she still has a hand over her eyes, and she's like, sure.
Say no if it's too weird, but I'm kind of having trouble like reaching this one spot on the back of my neck. I don't
She
know what
immediately
it
turns
is.
beet red. Like, uh,
Um, could you maybe give me a hand? It's I don't know what it is. It's like right there at the nape of my neck, and I, for whatever reason, just can't get that spot. I can get everything around it, just not that one spot.
she's like, you know, if you're okay with it, then yeah, I can absolutely, I can help.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
She's like, just let me know when I can open my eyes, like when you're
I'll
turned
I'll
around
kind
and
of like
good.
shuffle around in the bath and like turn away from her so I'm facing the wall. Okay, open your eyes.
Okay, and so she'll slowly walk over and be like, okay, I am behind you now, and I am looking for enthusiastic consent to scrub the back of your
Rails
neck.
Rail's tail is just kind of like flopping outside of the bathtub, but like wagging furiously.
It's got a mind of its own. I can't trust that thing.
You're good. You're good. I just and points to the spot on her neck. And if you've ever been a pet owner, there's always that one spot on the back of the neck where you put the flea medicine because it's
Yep.
like the
Mhm.
one spot that they can't reach. It's
Yep.
that
Yep.
spot.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Neat.
hilarious.
And yeah, it's just some very tender bath time.
We're so awkward. I love it.
I'm gonna fade to black. Y'all can come up with whatever fan theories you want, but we are not going forward. Okay, back to cooking. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, in the
call.
Hall of Justice.
Meanwhile, the Hall of Justice. Call is.
Tearing into his staff. You fucking donkey! Sorry.
It's fucking raw. The batter is raw.
We're making brownies. What happened?
You're the one who can't get the flavor combination right. I don't know what you yelled at me about.
Let's see here. Call and Uru, I want the both of you to roll me a d20. You're looking to get numbers close to each other.
Okay. Okay.
How in sync are they?
So you can
Dallas?
choose to do either an insight check and a performance check.
Okay.
I'm also open to other combinations, but sell me.
Performance and knowledge history.
Sure.
For my memory of what it tastes like versus his ability to recreate it.
Sounds good.
We got this, Dallas.
Believe in yourself.
24.
Beautiful. Call gets a 20, you get a 24. You are able to expertly and clearly communicate exactly how much is needed, and Call is able to understand and interpret exactly what he needs to do.
Have I been muted this whole time?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't realize that. My bad, but fuck yeah, we got this.
Nice. The baking process was already evaluated, and you've corrected the temperature already, and we've successfully gotten the flavor profile down. So now all we have to do is wait. It does not take very long.
Yeah. Sorry.
No. I was gonna say, but if there's anything you want to do before and or during the cooking process, now is the time to announce that.
Trying to think. Yeah, before it goes in there, Call will just be like, wait, one last thing. And he's gonna pick up the tray and just like hold it like a small measure of distance over the counter and then just drop it. Not with not like spilling it over, letting it land flat on the counter. And it lands with just a slap. Perfectly balanced. Now all of the air that we've mixed in has all the air bubbles that we mixed in there have popped. Everything is going to be denser and chewier.
Me a strength or a dex check. I'll let you choose. You're used to like a heavy cast iron implement. This is a little bit different. With a strength
21.
Beautiful. With a 21, you think you've gotten all of the bubbles out. You're pretty confident, in fact.
All right. And with that, Call will take it, tuck it in the oven, close it. All right. Now we just need to give it enough time, make sure it doesn't burn. So we shouldn't go far from it until it's out of the oven. Probably maybe an hour.
Man, wouldn't it be such a shame if something happened? If you were perhaps distracted at some point during this critical time?
Mm-hmm.
Uru, can you roll me a percentile?
I absolutely can.
And remember, kids, if you think the DM wouldn't do that,
14.
They absolutely fucking would.
All right. Rail, a percentile from you, please.
oh, sorry.
No, you're good. And then darkness, one from you as well.
This just in, I have no spells.
You should have all of your spells.
Yeah, I thought we just rested.
You just
did we?
rested.
Oh.
You said you didn't want to do
Nice.
combat because you weren't going to prepare any spells for that. You were only
Yeah.
preparing for
Mhm.
scrying.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I was gonna say, what did you cast on? Like that thing?
Yeah. I have a combat spell.
Sometimes you don't go to the combat comes to you, y'all. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Talking about fading to black over here.
God damn it,
Yeah.
Ring.
Nice.
Hey, the dice tell a story.
The dice are telling it.
Nice.
God damn it. Darkness, your percentile, please.
55.
Beautiful. Jackie? What percentiles you
It's just a percentile.
Just percentile. Just a harmless little percentile.
You know, it's all good fun.
Nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Craig, what is your character doing right now?
I suppose I'm in the kitchen. Not really doing much of anything.
You were taste testing.
I was taste
you were-
testing, yes. And
yes,
now
cooking,
they are
yes.
going into the oven, so I suppose with that done, I am waiting in some kind of sitting place.
For sure. Do you remember the other day, NFT is what I'm calling him,
Non-fungible Trevor.
New Farmer 2 is I think what it was.
Oh God, no, not him. We didn't like him.
Lewis is gonna kind of come in from the cold, and he's gonna like mumble a little bit about like, weird kids outside throwing snow all over the place. No respect at all.
Not this guy.
Rosa will look up and be like, oh, good afternoon, Mr. Lewis. How can we help today? And he's just like, start. You can fix the weather. You came up here with the pure intent of doing this, and he's just if you've ever worked in retail, which I feel like all of us have to some degree, and there's ever been that interaction where there's just a surly old fart of a person just wanting to thing to somebody who, for whatever reason, feels like they're stuck in that situation.
Oh, the synaptic static button is right here.
It takes very little perception to read that Rose is, her eye is twitching as she's just like,
I could just fry his brain right now.
Do it.
Uru, as you're looking over in his general direction, you do notice that there is like one of those large looming shadows. He doesn't seem to be picking anything out of this guy's brain, but he is much taller and bigger than before, and it does look like he's actively searching, but he's not really finding much of anything. And you can see that this ethereal, incorporeal form, its body language feels really erratic, like it's angry.
I very much am like full attention now. Yeah, popping all the eyes open, seeing if I notice any trails or anything like that. Like seeing what he's kind of, because you said he's frantically searching for something, and this is me trying to go like, wonder if you can, like, if you see similarly to the way I see, because again, Uru's got like a whole bunch of new senses that he doesn't know
Right.
how to react to.
It's
So
it's more like a desperation. Imagine, if you will, a monstrous creature who's running out of food in its current habitat. It can see that it is in. Imagine being like a tarantula inside of one of those little terrariums, but there's no way out, and there's no
this
food
one's
coming
stuck
in.
dry, so now he's looking for
Anything.
anything. I'll call out to Rose and be like, Rose, can you come here for a second?
She's like, as soon as I'm done with Mr. Lewis, it's just we don't want to interrupt him. And he's like,
Rose.
yeah, how dare you interrupt me when I'm talking?
Rose, please come here for a second.
She's like, as soon as you're making
Rose,
Mr. Lewis
come
really
here.
upset. She'll kind of, her eyes will go black for a second. She goes, I said no.
I will. This backfired last time, but she's leaving me no choice. I will get up.
This is just continuing to berate at this person. We're like, you young people today with your alternative fashions and your snow throwing and your grave robbing, and you're just here for all kinds of.
I will walk up to him and
He'll turn to you and be like, and you're kind of just lost their gosh darn marbles.
oh, this is fantastic. I will cast Protection from Good and Evil by slapping him upside the face.
Hey.
Roll your attack roll.
Because it is touch. Unarmed strike. 24.
Ooh.
Spicy.
Damn, did you just behead the guy?
Dead.
I
did it-
He's
slapped
like, it was the
Lewis is dead.
fucking
Wait,
JoJo's
I-
Bizarre Adventure
I
slap.
slapped the shit out of him. But more importantly, I also Protection from Good and Evil him.
Oh, the music changed.
Oh.
That's usually a good sign.
Lewis's body will go sailing against the wall, and it'll hit, and it'll kind of crack a little bit. Arkmon and Tyke, you hear a thud and a commotion happening on the inside, and Tyke is like, Tyke was leaning in to sort of like give you like a little kiss on the cheek, but then crash! She's like, what the fuck?
Oh, shit.
I'll quickly turn to Rose and be like, get away from him.
And Rose will be like, so go ahead, Arkmon.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'd probably gather up trips and perhaps
Roll
start to
me
make our way in.
a animal handling or intimidation or persuasion, whichever you'd prefer.
Damn. 8.
With an 8, you're like, come on, boy, and like, Trips is just, if you've ever had a younger, like, nibbling who is at, let's say, a fair, and they're having a really good time, and you're like, okay, it's time to go, and they're like, no!
Ah,
You're
Jesus.
just having one of those moments right now.
Don't got time. Babe, can you watch Trips for a second? I want to check on this.
She's like, yep, you got it. She's like trying to, like, she's like, come over here, you little slippery son of a...
So yeah, I start to make my way in.
Rail, Your fade to black is however you want it to be.
We're
But you
playing
hear
cards.
you're playing cards. You're
Is
we're
that what the
we're
kids call it
obviously
nowadays?
playing Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your Tyranid army shuffles on the table above the bathtub, and you're like, God damn it, what's going on downstairs?
Red Rage is just like, and I'm rolling invincibility saves.
That's 6d6 against your. I don't actually know how the game's played. But so you hear a commotion downstairs.
Oh God, Paul's baking again, so something's definitely going downstairs. We should probably wrap
Hey,
this up.
if I could
Is
do
it-
that, I would be
Something's gonna
offended.
die. Yeah.
Every time Call bakes.
Hey,
Every time.
every time he gets to baking, it turns into a war zone down there. So we should probably go and help clean up. So look here, take your pieces. Just gently set them on the ground in exactly the same spot that they are right now, and we'll pick this up later.
All right, no cheating. I got my. I have you on the ropes. Don't think I'll forget.
I like mark the spots with soap bubbles.
But yeah, that'll last.
And then for Jackie, Uru, Call, and Darkness, who are downstairs, uh, Rose seems very frustrated with what Uru just did. Lewis his body is kind of crumpled against the back wall, and it is eerily quiet. You can hear the wind. None of that came through. Going whistle, 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 whistle. Wish, 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 wish,
Sounds
wish,
well,
wish. Just on the outside, while also hearing Tyke scream, "Get over here! Get over here!" Just trying their best to try and catch Trips. Does not understand the severity of the situation. Lewis's body will start to slowly snap up and into an upright position, but in a very unsettling jerk of a fashion. And his head will tilt to one side. To go, youth today. They just don't appreciate how good they have it.
You will have no more food while I'm here, thing.
Sorry, I
Does this
fucked up
mean
my
our
voice a
plan's
little.
being expedited?
It'll just like hiss at you, Urigaru, because you cast protection from good and evil, and it can't technically come any closer to you. I'm not sure if that came through.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we heard it.
Imagine the exorcist just hissing and snarling in the corner. He literally can't move because of how you're currently positioned from the door. He can't advance towards you. He also has nowhere to go.
Kinda
Girl, what
scared.
the hell? Oh, I see that.
Aha.
I will kind of taunt this thing by taking a step towards it. Come on. Said you want some.
No, that's coming. Ah! Cut me off. Anyway, it's definitely growling and snarling. Like he's not able to communicate
Yeah.
much beyond those 2 points.
Is darkness in the room?
Darkness is in there.
Said you wanted one to scry with. There you go.
Boy. I was planning on doing this a little more peaceably. You know.
Oh, believe me, this wasn't my plan either.
Oh shit. Oh. Scrying takes a while. Can you
Doesn't
Can
look
you
like
keep
he's
it
going
there?
much of anywhere.
Perfect.
As long as we're kind of in this situation here, can't really move.
Well,
Perfect.
in
That's
that
just
case,
enough
Call
time.
will just like grab a chair and bring it over to Urugaru. Have a seat and get comfortable.
Oh, believe me, we're gonna spend a lot of fun time together.
Lewis will start scratching and clawing at his flesh as you start to get comfortable. He'll just start taking his dirty fingernails and literally start clawing into his face.
Nope, no, none of that.
Oh,
Call
oh
will
god.
dive in and grapple him.
Roll your attack.
Okay. Do I roll an I roll attack roll first, right?
Yeah, I believe you could do so
Or
at
is it just-
advantage because he is currently like kind of stuck.
Technically pinned?
Yeah.
All right, 24.
Yep, you're definitely able to grapple poor Mr. Lewis.
Oh, poor Mr.
All right. So yeah, Call's just gonna like not try to hurt him, but immobilize him to stop him from hurting himself.
It's like one of those contained like holds that you do when people are trying to like hurt themselves, kind of a vibe.
Exactly. He'll look over at Rose and just say, "Rope, please."
He's like, why are you looking at me when you ask for that?
I
You're
can
the
do
only
it.
one.
I definitely have rope.
Do you have it on you?
Yes.
Well, then throw it over here. You couldn't move. I didn't know you had rope.
I'll reach into my kit and grab some of the rope that I
Okay. So you proceed to hog tie Mr. Lewis so that he is no longer able to hurt himself. The shadow creature looks very, very upset. Like it's trying, like it wants to almost rip itself out, but it is not able to because it is currently bound.
As long as it's bound like this, the thing can't leave him. But it was looking to. So be alert.
Darkness is currently scrabbling for all of those scrying materials that are required. Drawing a big circle in front of the mirror. Like this takes like 10-ish minutes.
I got it pinned for 10 minutes, so you're fine.
All right, you might have to recast it. Beware.
I can recast.
All right.
Once Call is sure that he's not moving, he immediately like checks, runs and like sniffs the kitchen really quick to make sure the brownies aren't burning.
Roll
Listen,
me
I know this is important.
an insight check or an investigation. Excuse me.
I was say, has it been an hour?
It's been like
Brownies don't cook in an hour.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
already failed.
It's like a 13-hour cook. Yeah.
Ooh, and I suppose I could get advantage because I had that natural 20 on my insight earlier, or something. I'm rolling so good.
Explain why you think you should have advantage for this.
Because when
Okay.
Call got that natural 20 with
Mhm.
insight, he had a moment where he like everything that the recipe needed crystallized in front of him. He knew, or he was able to figure out with Urugaru's help, and also a pretty good roll there, what all the recipe needed in terms of ingredients. And
Was it a nat 20 or did you roll a 20?
the insight to start everything was a nat 20, and then I got a dirty 20 for another portion of the bake.
Got
And
it.
I also
Okay, I will
rolled a
say yes, you
dirty-
can roll with advantage.
Plus, this guy's just essentially Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. Like,
Well,
Barking orders.
still a 5, so shit.
like,
Do you
Smells
dare open up the door to check?
Yes.
Do you dare?
no,
Okay.
the brownie.
They look okay so far.
Mimic brownie, let's go.
The big brownies.
And then a brownie enters the
brownie?
chat.
No, I'm not gonna give you guys the option to create mimic brownies. That would be insane. That's how that would result. It would be like, cool. So does that mean we know how to make mimics now? And I'd be like, God damn it. It's so close,
We
but
have
no.
the mimic recipe.
Delicious
Mimic
mimics.
recipe. Mimic
Cole will
recipe.
give it. We'll just like kind of poke the tin with his prosthetic hand and see it jiggle. All right, it's fine.
So rope is gathered, darkness begins creating the circle and components that setting the stage for the scry that he's about to perform. And we're hoping that by some degree the ownership of this person counts as a component for the spell.
The idea is, the person who's being possessed by the baddie here, by our little demon spirit evil guy, that is a possession.
Right,
The
literally a possession.
is literally a possession.
He's being possessed.
It's the definition of a possession.
I feel like this is playing pretty fast and loose.
If I find a ham and I cook the ham and now I am working on eating that ham, is that ham my possession? Because the demon things, these are sources of food. And
So
that's possession. That's a possession.
if I lick it, it's mine.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Jackie's gonna lick everything.
This guy is just a piece of ham to this thing, but it is a possession. I own that ham. My ham.
Uber's operating in ham theory.
Advanced ham.
Oh my
theory.
god.
Thank you.
He's entered the ham
He's
space.
entered the ham zone.
My ham. Oh, ham now, guys.
Okay.
Got a PhD in hamology.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Do you want the 25 or the 26?
I will take the 26 and say, go ahead and start the spell. See what happens.
Woohoo! Alrighty.
New VOD name, enter the ham zone.
You guys
So-
aren't ready for advanced ham theory, but I'm here with it.
Hamology 101.
Apology.
Woo! Alright,
Hamology is king.
so
So we'll say for scrying, it is a wisdom savings throw, which is
Yep.
modified by how well you know the target and the
So
sort
I
of
have
physical
met the
connection you
target.
have to it.
I have firsthand met the target, and I have a possession
Does it
or
count
garment.
as firsthand when it's just cyanically trying to mess with you? I don't know if, like,
I mean, I feel like that's meeting firsthand. Like, it
feel
was
like that's-
face to face with me.
That's like a more intimate meeting than meeting somebody outside of your mind.
Yeah,
He
like
wasn't
he
low
was
enough to talk shit to his friends.
right. He was in my brain. I know his name. We've chatted. Like, that's meeting firsthand. I feel
First ham.
firsthand.
Ham.
God
this
damn it.
ham theory is gonna be the fucking death of me. Okay.
Listen, if you have a ham in your brain,
Honey glazed over.
Become the ham that you were always meant to be. That's horrifying, and I have to share it with everybody. And then we also have a.
I hate
Sorry.
For some reason, it reminds me of the Quiznos weird, like,
Uh.
gerbil hamster things.
The sponge
Oh, the
monkeys.
sponge
The
Sponge.
thing sponge monkey, thank you. God, those things are terrifying.
Alright, alright, alright.
Alright.
We're scrolling. We're scrying.
Yeah. So,
see invisible objects.
Yep.
Sees the sensor as a luminous orb about the size of your fist. So, on a failed save, the spell creates an invisible sensor that you can see it and hear through the sensor as if you were there. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of it for a duration. A creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb. Okay. $1 million question.
or fail.
does he make it or fail? Yeah. You're
Ooh,
cutting out.
None of
Beep
that
boop
came
boop
through.
boop bop.
Yeah, beep boop bop.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto Domo.
DC is 16 minus 4 minus anything else you want to give me for having it literally in my brain.
And it's a wisdom savings throw?
Correct.
All right. What's the DC?
DC 16 minus penalties.
Oh, do I not have? What? That's so lame. Okay.
You just don't have a wisdom saving throw?
No,
Just,
I do. I was checking to see if I had legendary resistance,
oh,
which I apparently don't.
get wrecked.
Eat it, nerd.
Okay. And this because it doesn't count as you communicating with it telepathically,
Hell no, I ain't doing that shit again.
right? Um. It's a wisdom savings throw.
Correct.
Okay. So I currently have +6 to my wisdom savings throw. You are getting because we agreed that you have met it. Rather, you have insisted, and I can't refute it, that you've met it firsthand. There's no modifier applied, either detriment or positive, and then you do have a possession of it. Kind of. Normally it would be a -4. I'll say it's a -2. Because, like, I agree that it is possessed by it, but I don't know how accurate this is, if for no other reason given where this thing is currently located. But that's a story for a different time.
Also, I mean, I could, prior to this, draw out and or use, cause actually, here we go.
Don't have time.
Minor illusion. Does someone here have minor illusion?
Technically,
Thaumaturgy, I believe,
Yeah,
operates in
Archon does.
a similar way.
I have minor
Okay.
illusion.
I showed Jackie what this monster looks like. I
With
need
like
him
hand
to make,
puppets or something.
I need him to make a little itty bitty version of that as a minor illusion right in front of me.
Did Jackie make his save when he stared into Darkness's eyes from last session?
I believe so,
Okay.
but
Yeah,
Roll
Jackie
me a
was like the only one
performance check to
do
see
it.
if you can draw out a likeness of this thing. Or create the minor illusion successfully.
what check?
Sorry, it's an investigation check.
Is it investigation?
Yep, that's what it's saying.
Ew. Well, okay.
This is like the '90s Simpsons version.
Yeah, exactly.
I will give you a total of a -4. So I have a +2 to save against your ability for this wisdom savings throw.
Fantastic.
So net +2 is not bad compared to the net that I had previously. Let's bring
Hold on.
out Old
Let me get
Faithful.
your camera up here.
And then what's my savings throw that I need to meet?
16.
16. All right. I have a +2.
Come on, baby. No whammy.
I rolled a 12.
Hey!
As your scrying orb sort of centers itself, you look around and you see something that looks very similar to the viscousy pool of green goo that you saw back in Moag, if you recall, when you happened to find another temple to the deep. So a similar kind of liquid, not wholly the same, however. You notice lots of tiny, sort of tadpole-looking creatures just sort of flitting about. They're very fast. And as you kind of continue to look around, you eventually notice your target, which is Plibdolplop. It's like Blibdolpulp, but the P's are the B's are P's. And before you, you see a 20-foot long tentacle creature. It looks to weigh maybe 800 pounds. This thing looks massive. And it just sort of slowly moves its way in kind of a figure 8 in what looks like a pool of thick, murky water.
So he's just doing laps.
Just doing laps.
It's open swim.
As you continue to sit there and watch, because the duration is 10 minutes, you notice that there are points where it seems to get up to a wall, and then it turns around, and then it gets to another wall, and then it turns around, and then it gets to another wall, and then it turns around, and then it gets to another wall.
Getting in those laps.
Got to keep the calisthenics up.
That's just it. Resistance training right there.
Okay, so there's a bunch of tadpoles, and it's in a pool of water.
Oh, I know where this is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any useful information I can glean as to like how deep it is, or how big the pool is, or what's above the pool or near the pool?
So you get that the pool is not much bigger than Plibdal Plop is. You get the sense that if this was, you've seen this once before with like other sea creatures. There's this place called Discovery Kingdom that's like adjacent, and you used to go there when you were little, but you haven't gone in many many years. But this is in you of like the big tanks that they used to keep exotic beasts in, but it seems like it's very quickly outgrown its ability to comfortably exist within this enclosure.
So someone put this thing here. Someone put this thing here. I wonder if we can talk with it. Okay. I'm gonna keep watching it. See if it has any habitual patterns that we might be able to exploit, or if there's anything of note within the pool besides him and the tadpoles and the dark murky water.
When you try to get a better look at some of the water, you notice that it looks like there's definitely like debris. You notice like a handful of human remains, but there doesn't seem to be much in this pool beyond this thing. You do notice several other fish that are not just those weird tadpole things. They look like they should just be like carp or bass or something, but their form is twisted. They'll have like two heads or like multiple sets of eyes or just extra big fangs, and those will kind of swim up and out from the field of view. Every once in a while, this massive creature will like kind of lunge, and a smaller fish will be like, ah, and then pull it out. You notice that there are cracks, but those cracks are much too small for this creature to move through. You'll see a tentacle will sometimes go inside of one of the cracks, and the tentacle will go for what you could assume to be for a while, but then it eventually retracts. And sometimes it retracts with, a fish, and sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. Make note of what kind of rock this is.
Cave rock?
I mean, just in case it changes as we go down, we can notice if we're getting closer. And then, can I tell about how deep the pool is?
This is very much like a circular fishbowl.
Okay.
The water seems to go to the very top of the cave. If you were to try and look up, you notice that there's a small amount of water break, but not very much. We're talking maybe 3 feet worth before it hits the murky water and then goes down below. With this thing being 20 feet long, it's able to go for a little bit before hitting the end. Don't make me math. We'll say that the tank is 10 times as big as this creature. This creature is 20 feet long.
Okay.
But it moves quickly, and so it kind of doesn't seem like it's that big given how fast this thing is able to make its rounds. And it's literally just basically swimming in a circle, swimming in figure eights. It's just sort of listlessly sort of coasting in this area. It doesn't seem to be after anything in particular. It just sort of seems to be existing.
And there doesn't seem to be any like ground or like water, areas where the water is breaking other than directly above. So
Correct.
there's no like, shore or anything. Okay.
Correct.
Maybe
You do
I'm
notice that there is like a crack above where the water breaks, but it doesn't seem big enough for a person to go through. Some of the bones that you see beneath you, they do look kind of small and reptile in nature.
Okay. Is it big enough for a kobold maybe then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'll watch for the full 10 minutes, assuming there's no other information I can glean from it, just to get an idea of what its patterns are like.
For sure. The important pieces of information are you notice that there are messed up looking fish that seem to come from this same area. The water is almost too thick and too cloudy for you to see too far beyond like 10 feet because it's literally like a mud cloud that you're currently trying to scry within. You are able to move your dot within the target of it, and so your ability to see is thrown off slightly by just how thick and cloudy things are in this particular setting. But you're able to see shapes. You're able to see how large this thing is. You're able to gain the insight that, like I said, it's whatever math. 10 times 20 should be 200.
So, quick question. Can only darkness see this, or can the group?
I think anybody who can look into the mirror can technically see it, right?
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't really say in the spell.
It doesn't specify, so I'll actually leave it up to you if you want it to. It can be that everybody can see what's inside of this mirror while you're kind of scrying, but you're the only one who can control where the scry goes.
Okay.
Or you can have it be a private thing for you, depending on how you would like to cast a spell.
Well, Darkness isn't particularly keen in, subjecting his friends to mental anguish again. So before he finishes casting the spell, he'll be like, "You guys want to see this? I'll let you, but be aware. If not, I'll do it solo."
So I know I feel like I remember failing this save when I looked into Darkness's eyes last time. So
I definitely also failed.
I leave it up to the DM, but yeah, I would want to take a look. So yeah, Call would steel himself and see if he could look down in on this.
Go and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
So Arkman's kind of like bust into the room, a little like Kramer, like just fucking.
I was gonna say as you sort of burst into the room.
And I see what the fuck's going on. Whoa!
they're hog tying up Lewis, who's very feral. Rose like shoves a dirty dish rag into his mouth and is like, "I have wanted to do this for days. This guy is such an ass." His gnarly tooth just.
Whoa! Shit! Should I come back?
I would, while I was sitting here, kind of apologize to Rose, but I'd explain to her the thing in him was actively looking for someone else to feed on, and I was concerned if you'd stayed closed for too long, he might have tried to.
Need to take a quick break.
No problem.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get a drink then.
Yeah, get a drink. Perfect timing.
I'm gonna get a drink and some ham.
Oh shit.
Ham.
Advanced ham theory.
I fuck with ham theory.
Listen, I've spent years studying ham theory, Hey.
I actually wrote my thesis on ham theory.
Mm.
I have a doctorate in sociological ham.
Makes sense.
Mm. Tea is too hot.
Oh no.
I'm basically just breathing in the fumes at this point. Herbal remedies cure me.
Puffing tea.
Nothing tea.
Yeah.
God, you
You ever
remember
get-
like I sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask if you ever got duped in middle school by somebody like pretending to sell weed and it was actually like oregano.
Oregano.
I know someone who did it to somebody else. I felt it
Thank
was
God.
pretty funny, but we all, because he was a little fucking narc, so
Yeah,
we
well,
all
there you
felt
go.
actually pretty good about it, and we laughed our ass off. It was a
That's
little
actually a good
mean,
lesson.
exactly though, but that was kind of it.
Don't be a fucking narc.
It had,
The kid probably thought he got high too.
yeah, it and this was like, I'm talking like 14 years old, like fucking
Yeah.
middle
What
school.
are we talking about?
Selling oregano to
to
kids.
yeah.
Oh.
Just I know someone who had
Sir.
had done it to a little narc kid way back in the day when I was a young stoner.
Talking about
Yeah.
doing hard drugs.
Yeah, ham theory, yet again.
And
Ham
Yep.
theory.
I
hope-
do have a ham sandwich.
I was
Fuck yeah,
hoping to
dude.
get an update from either my son or my son's father that they are home and in one piece, but I have not gotten such an update. I'm sure no news is technically good news, but the mom in me is like, hey, if
Hmm.
one of the two of you could just fucking tell me everybody's okay, that would be super.
Yeah.
yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Like,
no kidding.
how long has it been? A couple hours?
That bus
Well,
is still
so
doing
the
laps back and forth.
that's
Yeah, he
what I
just keeps
like.
turning around.
So the last text I got from my son was, I hate how iPhone doesn't just give you like exact receipt. It was around 8:48.
Okay, so it wasn't that long.
It was closer to
About
7
about
was when
20
I got like probably not gonna get home till like 8:30, and then another message was later saying apparently we don't have to turn around now, and then I sent a message at 8:48 saying checking in, and then checking in again, and then I'm gonna blow up their father's phone in 30 minutes.
All
Good
right.
idea.
So
we wanna
Arquan has no. We can keep going. I'm sure everything's fine. I'm just being a mom. Just to say, I'm just worried about my offspring. I digress though. So Arquan has burst in, saw that this was getting tied up and getting ready to be sat in front of the mirror as a focus for what's happening now.
Rail also comes stumbling down the stairs, like
Yeah.
rapidly patting themselves dry with like 2 towels, one in each hand.
Frederick's is just
We're
looking
here.
kind of like, yes, we are here, and nothing was
we're here.
happening.
What? Where's the fire? What do we need? What do we need?
Oh, fine.
You see a giant mirror on the wall and inky blackness.
Oh, this again. Okay.
I did roll a 14 on that wisdom save.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna put a paw hand in front of Red Rage's eyes and be like, don't look directly at it.
A mit.
So is that save sufficient to allow me to look at the scene through the mirror?
Oh, absolutely.
Cool. So then I have a passive called Know Your Enemy. If I spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, I can learn information about its capabilities compared to my own: strength score, dexterity score, constitution, armor class, current HP, and total levels, if any, fighter levels, if any.
The fighter
Um,
levels are the important part.
Definitely the fighter levels. I am
It has 0 levels of
curious.
fighter.
Thank you. Thank you. Um, so I am interested in I assume if I can look through, I can spend a minute observing both the tentacle creature and Pliptle Ploop. So
Blipplepulp is the tentacle creature.
it's all him. Okay.
Yeah.
It's all, well, I learned something just now. Cool.
Yep.
So I am keen about Pliptle Ploop's armor class and his uh, total class levels and his dexterity. If you'll give me any of those,
His dex score or his dex save?
his dex score. Sorry, his dex
Okay.
score, his armor class, and his total class levels.
For sure.
You don't have to tell that to the group. You can feel free to message that to me if you would prefer.
Okay. Update: Kid is home and safe.
Yay!
Good.
Can say that there was an army or a mob of people ready to go out
Waiting
fucking
on
looking for
bated
him.
breath.
So
Pitchfork's ready.
I know they wanted to go on that DC trip, but I think this is a good mention of what that would be for like.
Oh, they already knew that. Like, he and I had already had a pretty in-depth conversation about it.
Now it does say if you don't want to give me like the exact. Oh, well, never mind.
That's fine. So
you can
AC
delete it
was
if you
1.
want. I haven't looked yet. Okay.
That's fine.
It does say in relation to my own. So if you want to relay that information as it stands to, you can just give me like it's higher or lower than my score of that. That's like something that you could do as well. Again,
Sure.
it's kind of however you want to approach it.
Yep. I'll give you 4 different things that you can glean. You've already gleaned 1, so 3 more.
Okay. Thank you. I would like the. So you gave me the armor class. Could I have
This thing.
dexterity?
Yep.
Sorry.
I was gonna say this thing looks like it has a naturally, like supernaturally thick skin. Otherworldly. Out of this world. Some version of alien.
Hard
Stellar.
target to hit.
Not super dexterous though.
Okay. Could I please have its total class levels, if any?
Technically, it has 0 class levels. It's
Got
not a class-based creature.
Okay. And I would like its current HP. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Well, suffice to say, it looks like a hard target.
Do we need anyone else to come jumping into the room? like in Seinfeld, or are we?
Woo!
Does anyone else want to rather witness the horror that is the creature we are?
No,
going to be
I will never look into that fucking mirror if I have an option.
Well,
Fuck
you're
that.
going to be seeing the real thing at some point, so you might as well get used to the sight.
That'd be a good sound effect. The Seinfeld.
Paul, your eyes feel itchy.
That being said, I think I should stop looking at that thing. And
Like
Call will.
it's reminding you of when you used to get.
Wow.
Sorry.
It's reminding you of when you used to get sand in your eyes.
That's annoying. Ugh.
Did anyone else want to take a look or ask any questions while you've got this 10-minute circle of figuring out what lays before you?
I think Rail is just trying their best to like avert gaze, considering their experience with otherworldly creatures.
I feel like Rail's got the highest wisdom out of most of you.
Well, true.
Preoccupied.
You're pretty good at wisdom saves, babe.
Watch this be the time I roll a nat one.
Tunt, 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 tunt. It's up to y'all. Like,
Yeah,
if,
no,
if no one else is interested or wants to take a look. Darkness, as you're continuing to keep the scry open, you witness a small white and gray kobold fall in through the crack, and it is
Aw.
immediately lashed up. Call, there's a brief moment where you can feel the sensation of a baby crying out in pain and then immediately being snuffed out.
Oof.
Its last moment on this plane was pure, uncut fear, and that was its last moment alive.
Getting those brownies out of the oven, and we are finding that thing.
My spinach puffs. Speaking of which, go check on the oven.
Yes, let's go check.
Everything's fine.
oh boy.
They look pretty perfect,
Now-
in fact.
Now Call is just like pacing in front of the oven, just like waiting for it to finish because now this scene is all he can think about. But he can't leave the brownies to burn because it's like he's fixated.
Mm-hmm.
But he is burning with the desire to avenge this little baby.
Darkness will eventually
good.
end the scrying and come back into the kitchen.
Lewis is still just
Calls.
like writhing on the ground. How long does protection from good and evil last?
10 minutes, but if we hit that point, I would recast.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it actually takes 10 minutes to cast the spell, so.
So yeah, okay, then I would have recast as scry took place. So
At this point, oh sorry, go ahead.
yeah, so it would have been 10 minutes from the start of the scry spell then.
He's then still very much bound by whatever portion of the weave is keeping him at bay. But he does not seem particularly happy or keen on it.
Listen, he's not going to stay here forever. And he's going to be mighty angry when he gets free.
Call just like hollers from the kitchen. Cast sleep on him.
I can't.
Well,
Hmm.
I think we know at least one or
Why?
two folks that can, right?
Uh,
Just throwing it out there.
Yep, you do.
Yeah, I can cast sleep on him. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
sleep doesn't
Yeah.
last very long. It's
It's
only
also an
like a minute.
area.
yeah, the only reason it
It's an
lasted 8
area of
hours is because I
effect.
followed up with Dream, but I'm out of spell slots.
Nah.
No, I'm not. I can cast Dream.
I was gonna say,
You just been burning off dreams on the side.
I always
Without
forget
caring the
about
world.
my secret. I always forget about my secret third spell slot.
Keep it in your pocket for emergencies.
It is in his pocket for emergencies.
It is in my pocket for emergencies. But yes, okay, so I could hypothetically dream after sleep.
do
To
we
keep
need
it-
him to be? Sorry, I'm interrupting again.
to keep him unconscious for 8 hours?
Does he need to be unconscious for 8 hours? If he only needs to be asleep for a minute or two, why don't we just put him to sleep, throw him outside, lock the door, and let him wake up?
Rose will be like, well, that seems a little mean.
Well,
You just
Optimus
stuffed
no,
a dirty
just
rag
making
in
it.
his mouth.
We have a whole lab.
I
at our
didn't have a
disposal.
cleaner rag, and I'm not suggesting hypothermia. Little
Why don't we
botulism,
just
maybe, but
why not just drug him?
Oh,
do you have good drugs?
We've got a whole lab at our disposal. Is there not some kind of sleep aid that we could just pop in his mouth and or wave under his nose and
Guys are missing the real problem here. It's not Lewis, it's the thing inside.
so I slept real well last night, which means I have my spells back, which means I can do to him what I did to our little old lady over there. Just remove curse and dispel magic,
But
and maybe it'll go away again.
remove curse is great. It will take the thing out of him, but now it's the thing. It's here. How do we deal with it after?
Oh, I didn't bring banishment.
where
Can you
did it
hit
go
it?
last time?
Well,
Probably
last
to him.
time we beat the shit out of it, it was probably injured. This thing, very healthy, just angry.
So we get it out of Lewis and we beat the shit out of this one.
Great. How many of you can see it?
Yeah,
That's what
I have.
I don't know what the
hand
hell
over my
y'all
eyes.
talking about.
I don't want to look.
I mean,
That's
Who's
what
got
I
a
thought.
carrot today?
all right, we can make like carrot drink.
Like,
True.
I could just
I have
make you eat a carrot.
4 drinks already made. Plus we have, I think,
feel
raw.
like there's better uses when the
True.
option seems to be just put him to sleep and then tie him up in a barn or something.
Let him suffer for another couple of days. Could be worse.
Option B, anybody?
Oh,
Well, I don't think I have sleep prepared, but it's an AOE spell. It's gonna affect everyone.
As long as our hit points are above your sleep spell, though, it doesn't matter.
so
But I do have it. I do have it prepared.
I could
So
also
if your hit points are above,
Like,
what
you
does that
roll-
mean?
you have to roll a bunch of dice, and then
Yeah.
if their hit points are below the number that you roll, or or under, then he goes to sleep. Let me. I might be able to banish it.
What would happen hypothetically if I just walked up to him and grabbed him?
Grabbed Lewis?
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Uru's kind of curious now because this thing was clearly unable to like even move because of protection from good. I'll walk up to Lewis.
It's very much just continuing to like howl and scream unsettlingly.
Okay, so it won't hurt it anyway. It's just it doesn't enjoy this very much.
Right.
If it
Hey.
could have left by now, it would have.
I was thinking
He's
more
currently
on the lines
hogtied.
of it is actively hurting it to be near me, but it doesn't look like it is. It just looks like it's unpleasant, but not
So-
actively damage dealing.
Well, you've got your moments.
Well, so think about it really quick. Once you cast protection from good and evil, and he was kind of cornered, what did he start doing immediately after?
Clawing at his own face.
Right.
Yeah.
So instead of like just, you know, depossessing him, I could just try and banish this creature back to where it came from.
That would be nice.
Let's
That
go
is-
with that.
That is
seems like
one of the
best
options.
option.
I think I'd probably need one of the like carrot drinks so I can see it, and then if I can just poke it, it'll go away. Hopefully.
I'll hand him a carrot drink.
That seems like the simplest solution.
Does seem like the best one.
You got
Cool.
this,
Here,
dude.
Hold on, give it a little mix before it might have settled.
Yeah, it's roll it up.
Right.
You gotta
Hand
get
it
all
back,
the carrot
go back
goodness.
to the kitchen.
All right.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff.
You chug the carrot beverage. It is sweet, but not acridly so.
I've had many carrot juices in my life. I being the player, not Darkness. I don't think Darkness has ever had carrot prior to now, and it's a very strange sensation for him.
Right.
Could have had a V8.
I know, right?
At a V8.
Um, blap blap blap.
Can you see it now?
Fantastic. Darkness is Can Darkness now see the monstrous form looming over our old friend here?
You can. This reminds you of the stuff of your nightmares. You've seen this.
Great.
You've seen this before. You don't need to worry about making the same wisdom savings throw because this is literally the stuff that's been haunting. This is the same sort of thing that has been haunting you persistently for how old are you? You're like 18.
He's 18 now. Yeah.
That's right. We did make him canonically 18. You're having not 18-year-olds things.
Yeah. He's canonically 18. And yeah, it has been haunting him for
18
over
years.
a decade. Yeah, 18 years, basically his whole life. And he'll, you've seen Darkness do like some weird things from time to time, but he very, for anyone who's aware of what it is, he very obviously does like self-soothing gestures when he sees this thing. So he kind of gesticulates in a weird manner that you can usually play off as like just a religious thing, but this time he's not trying to like smooth it over. It's very clearly him being like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." But he seems to keep under composure and control otherwise, at least until he has to approach this thing in person. His hand starts to glow with this like suffused dark light. Like it's not black, it's not the inky black that was in the mirror, but it's like a shadow flame basically. And he hesitates for a second because clearly this is not something that he's super happy about being near, let alone having to touch. But he kind of grits his teeth and then just like full hand like tries to basically palm slap this thing.
I would put a reassuring hand on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, you got this. It's okay."
I'm assuming a 19 would hit this thing, hopefully.
19, I believe. Let's see here. Let's get stats for this thing right here.
I hope to God that has
Gimme.
19 or less.
And to imagine its armor class is like
27. Oh fuck.
for
Uh,
little shadow.
You do successfully hit it.
Sweet. It needs to make a charisma save now, DC 16, or go bye bye. As I cast dispel evil and good.
Right. Are there any other conditions that I need to be aware of?
Nope. It is simply on a hit that I can attempt to drive it back to its home plane. It must succeed at a charisma saving throw or be sent back home.
All right.
Ow.
Well,
Okay, so we're still up for tying it in a barn, right?
Darkness very quickly casts sleep on this guy. No, not wasting any time. Does not want to be dealing with this creature any longer. Hopefully, sleep will put it to bay for just a moment here. I'm gonna burn a 4th level slot.
Can you roll a wisdom saving throw for me really quick?
Happily on a 1. No, darkness
Oh
is
my goodness.
catatonic.
Beautiful.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Darkness realizes that, the things he thought were going to keep him safe, that he's been doing all these years, were in fact entirely useless.
All right,
What?
I can also jump in and cast sleep on this thing. Hold on. I'm gonna go 4th level. And how many die do I roll? Additional 2d8 for each slot level above first. Somebody do math for me. At 4th level, that's 8d8 total.
An additional 2d8. Yeah, so what's
Total
it
is-
start off as? 5d8 plus no,
Oh,
9.
can't read. Okay,
Wait.
roll
Yeah.
5d8.
And then it's an additional 2d8 for each level above first. So that's an additional 6 if you're casting it at 4th level. So that's 11d8.
11d8.
11d8. Let's
Everyone's
fucking
taking a
go.
nap.
Yeah,
What's
Let's-
what's
yeah.
the
I'm in the
order
kitchen.
for this?
Lowest HP first, and then it chunks out of that, and then continues up the ladder.
Okay.
Or anyone who can't be magically put to sleep is okay. So Jackie's fine.
Yep.
Everyone else though.
I mean, I might still like take a nap, but
Let's
I
see.
will point out that
The
Paul is in the
siblings are all fine.
So anyone below 53?
Well, it starts with the person who has the lowest.
Right.
Let me just double check to see who has the lowest HP.
You
Yeah.
can also focus the area. You don't have to target the entire room.
It could
It
definitely
is
be a like stand back because I think it's within 20 or 30 feet.
20 feet of a point you choose.
So you could definitely
Okay.
pick him and keep
Yeah, I
him off in the
definitely
room.
like
You set
I
up a
push
pillow
Red Rage
fort.
back.
I would confidently stay within the radius. Simply because if I back out, it can move.
It's true.
So I would have to be like, listen, I need.
But
to
if you fall unconscious, does the spell end?
Yes, but if I move out, it moves with me.
It's also going to hit the person with the lowest HP first, and I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty
sure
confident that's not me.
it's not Uru. But really quick, Uru, what is your HP?
78.
Okay, yeah, no, it's higher than mine. And Rail, you do manage to knock this creature into a passive state.
We need to find somewhere to tie this guy up. Pronto.
All right. Where's his house? We'll tie him to his bed, but like leave one hand
One hand.
untied so he can get himself out.
Belle's gonna be like, Kiki. Yeah, no, I can totally help. I know where Lewis lives. We'll go get him taken care of. Sev, you're coming with me. Bella, it's the least you can do. And she's like, I don't want to go to his house. It's so icky there. I'm like, yeah. So Sev lobs Lewis kind of over his shoulder, fireman style, and he's like, we'll be back.
You okay, Darkness?
He's not. He's back to kind of. Well, let's see. What would he have done? I think when he realized that the thing is just laughing at him, and he was not able to affect it, he stumbled backwards, turned, and ran out the nearest door.
You would have seen Tyke probably still trying to catch Trips. But at this
Jack,
point, they're probably just more playing, given that they haven't heard anything more cantankerous come out of there, and so Tyke will sort of see you and be like, "You good? You good, mate?"
Darkness is not paying attention to her at all. He doesn't actually see her, I don't think. He's just looking for the nearest place that he can feel is like a safe refuge, even if it's like a snowbank that he can hide behind and like curl
Go
up
for it.
and like, yeah, basically just like a mental pillow for it that is away from that thing.
Fair enough. There are large mounds of snow that are kind of put up into plots, leading the way to minis because they clear the walkway every so often. So yeah, if you wanted to just, that's what Trips was diving into, and so there's plenty of snow mounds for the rest of everybody.
Cool. Yeah. He quickly dives basically behind and into one of those and like starts like packing snow around him to like seal
Entomb
himself in.
himself.
Yeah.
So as he kind of leaves sight, I would take like a deep breath and go, let's see if this works. And think about darkness and open all of my eyes to see if I can see a darkness trail. Because again, I'm trying to figure out kind of how this thing works.
Give me sight beyond sight.
Do I see a darkness trail?
Yes.
Might.
Okay.
It is very faint, but there is one. It's purple and sparkly.
Okay.
Sparkly.
I'll go find him. And like, I feel like he would be like, I almost half didn't expect that to work. What is this? Like, he's still very confused by the fact that he has a bunch of eyes now that he didn't have. Like, he understands, like, I had the conversation with Godite. She asked if I wanted to see more. I did say I wanted to see more. I don't understand how this works. Does it work with anything? I honestly didn't expect that to work. And he's kind of talking to himself as he walks out the door. Like, I honestly didn't expect that to work. I thought it was some kind of magical thing. Maybe it is a magical thing. He is magical.
Rail's just kind of like trailing behind Urugaru, like, yeah, cool changes been happening a lot, huh? How are you adjusting?
Intrigued. It's certainly different.
Tell me about it.
I'm not sure how often I should use them because walking around with 6 eyes might make people look at you funny. Not just look at you funny, but more importantly, look at you like a threat. Not good for hiding in plain sight.
I mean, no offense, big guy, but people kind of already look at you like that.
True. I'm weird, aren't I?
Yeah,
Pretty weird.
but you're the cool kind of weird.
That seems contradictory.
As you're
I
having this
mean,
conversation, you'll notice a local from the town just kind of like stare at Uru and like eye him up and down and like mutter something under their breath and like head down, and they'll start like quickly, like they'll look at you, the wolf, and they'll look at they'll look at the wolfen individual, and they'll look at Urugaru, and they're just like, I don't like it.
Kids these days.
Weird kids and their
I
weird
mean-
dress ups.
And
Weird
he's
wolves.
Dress ups.
So yeah, I would.
I
follow
like weird.
He's
I would
furries
follow
out here.
the path of darkness to see where he went and make sure that he's okay and everything.
Darkness,
And
what
I'm gonna walk.
are you saying anything while you're hunched over like this, or are you just trying to do some like rhythmic breathing?
No, it's probably a lot of like the kind of self-abuse when you fail at something you thought you might have finally overcome, but it's like why I never should have done that. Of course, what was I doing thinking I could have beaten them? This is the same thing that my father always said. That kind of shit. um
Do you think that voice from earlier when it was telling you that things would just be so much easier if you went home is ringing in your ears right now?
I mean, if it's there, then yes.
It's not
He's not.
actually there. No, it is not like roll a save. You can hear it saying
Okay.
that, but like it happened,
Yeah, it's
but moments ago.
considering how recent it is, it's probably rolling around in the back of his mind, and he like smacks his head, like, no, no, shut up, shut up, shut up. It's not a good moment for him.
When I find him, I would like to cast Fey Presence on him.
I'm gonna say, if you have calm emotions, that would be like, so
I
good.
don't unfortunately have calm emotions, but I am going to attempt to charm you. Wisdom save DC 16.
You could choose to
What-
fail.
Call is following behind in the group too, and because there are still sprites that are just like stealing shit, he's just brought the tray of cooling brownies with him. So
Nice.
he's just fucking awkwardly
Protecting
carrying
his
it.
brownies.
He's got like the prosthetic and the gauntleted hands. So
Guess what
like,
finger
he's
this is?
basically got mitts.
Can you guess which finger this is? Man, I was gonna steal brownies. I have been thwarted at every turn. You all are so smart and so clever. I'm so proud and moderately annoyed, but mostly proud.
You taught us well, Mana.
I instilled your paranoia too young.
Wow. So
Banking on Darkness's shit die.
yeah, so Darkness is in a bit of a panic attack mode at the moment, so he would actively resist any attempts to ensorcel him, thinking it was the thing coming back.
That makes sense.
But I rolled another natural one in a row, so there's that.
You also have the smell of chocolatey goodness.
So I cast.
I was gonna say, so there is a tray of brownies coming up from behind, and like part of you kind of.
And Jackie's right.
Sorry,
there.
you were saying what?
I imagine that helps my attempt to charm him. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm there using Fey Presence trying to charm him.
Also, go ahead and do so with advantage. If there's a roll on your end, but I think it's just
It's
No.
a
save.
It's a
It's
save
a-
on my end,
Yeah.
which I rolled a 1 for. So it's
By the way, Rail, you actually also have to roll this.
oh,
It is a
Wait, what am I rolling?
Wisdom's
wisdom
or
save.
you'll
If
be
you
fine, I'm sure.
fail, you'll be charmed by me.
I'm also like resistant to
Are you-
being
I thought that-
charmed.
Are you immune to being charmed?
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah,
I'm
I thought that was
resistant.
part of, like, the
You're
Yeah,
resistant, so you get to roll with
ancestry.
advantage.
Sorry, wisdom's save.
Yeah,
Wisdom
DC
save.
16.
Oh yeah,
Are you talking about the Fey ancestry?
Fey presence.
yeah.
Oh,
18.
you're-
I think you're just immune to sleep.
we're not
I'm
we're not
charming.
sleeping.
Oh, I'm resistant to being charmed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is
so
why you're rolling at
the,
advantage.
that's why you rolled with advantage.
Yeah.
So, I'll kind of look at Darkness. I've got him charmed, man. Thanks, brownies. And I'll put a reassuring.
Rail
hand.
sneezes at whatever like fey dust just went up their nose.
I'll put a hand on his shoulder and be like, failure sucks. It's not fun. But failure is just a platform for success next time. I know facing these things must be difficult, but you're not doing it alone. We're all here for you. Trust in us.
I'm useless. What? Why even bother? This is the same shit that happened to my
Go
dad. Same
Use
shit that
it.
happened just now.
Darkness,
My
why
spells don't do anything to them.
I need you to do me a favor. Cast your mind back to when we were in Rail's mind. Do you remember what happened in that fight? Because I do vividly. I was pretty useless in that fight. I don't think I did anything. You, on the other hand, you landed everything. You were the one leading the charge. You were the one who helped us get Rail out of there safely.
You quite literally fought my demons for me.
The thing about being a group, the thing about being a family, a true family, is we fight for each other. When one of us fails, we all have each other's back. When I was at my lowest point, none of you gave up on me. Conversely, now, none of us are giving up on you.
You guys can't be in my head. You wouldn't want to be in here anyway.
No.
I think we probably could. I think we've done that with Rail before. It's weird.
Sure, but Rail had a good childhood. You didn't have to deal with the shit that I did. You didn't have to deal with those gestures with his head back towards the cottage. Things all the time through your entire childhood. Every day growing up.
You're right.
I mean, when we were in Rail's head, there was a demon thing.
Yeah,
not
but
a beast.
Jackie, not helping.
I was gonna say, so the spell says, if there's any damage happens, if any damage occurs, the spell ends. Does emotional damage
Emotional
count?
damage.
Fucking.
If we're gonna be like loopholey about shit, can I throw one in there and be like, so emotional damage can be just as damaging as physical damage?
Emotional
I'm not.
damage does often take on the form of physical
Yeah, exactly. See,
psychology.
psychology.
Whatever happened to you in your past has led you to right now and here in this group with us. And I know it's been hard and it's not been good. But looking forward, know that none of us here will ever let you go through that alone again. We'll be there to help you. We'll be there to support you. We'll be there to prop you up. We'll be there to tell you how great you are. Don't let what happened define you. Let the person you're going to become define you, because it's going to be a great person.
Call will just kind of speak up quietly from the back. None of us would be here if we were immune to failure. But none of us, myself included, are going to let it define us anymore.
Letting it define
We're all
you is
with
one
you.
thing. You can be with me. We can conquer things, but I don't know if we can conquer those things. You know, sure, you can climb a mountain. Can you reach the stars? I don't think so. Maybe you can. I can't. Clearly.
Really? Do you need to reach the stars if we have brownies?
Jackie,
What?
you are
You shouldn't
actively not helping.
But that's how I get on with my day. The next good meal.
You
My
actually do
brownies
get a
would
little
love
bit
to
of
take your
a slight
apology later.
chuckle out of darkness for that.
Life can be bleak, and if you're always looking for this, that, or the other thing, you're gonna miss out on all the good things right in front of you. And there's always another good meal around the corner. You just gotta look for it.
Wow, Jackie, that was really inspiring.
Very profound. Are you okay? Were you possessed? Is there something you need to tell us?
I mean, you did say he was the optimistic one.
He really wants a brownie.
Are they cold? Are they cooled off yet?
All of the best things. He's like, if I say all of the right words in the right order, someone's gonna give me a treat.
We'll reach a hand down at Darkness, who I assume he said he was kind of like sitting down, like fetal style.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, he's like he's got his knees up to his chest, and he's like, you know, ass on the ground, kind of leaning forward, staring at the ground.
And he'll reach a hand down and go, "If you fall, will always be here to pick you back up.
Why don't you start with one brownie and we'll go from there?
Brownies do smell good.
He's like wafting them in front of his face.
The whole tray. Just...
You know, I've been thinking a lot. I know, surprising.
Don't do that.
It is pretty dangerous, especially around these parts.
I keep coming back to a question. Is it any different if we fail than if we had never tried at all? If the outcome is the same either way, for failure or not trying, then the only thing we risk is our chance of success.
And the next good meal. Come on. I'm serious.
Paul, when did you get so good at math?
Now, are you gonna stand up? Because my arm is getting tired.
You don't have to lead on me, dude. Yeah, my ass is getting wet. I'm not going back in there, but
I mean, he's not in the community center anymore anyways, so you're fine.
Yeah, we hogtied that guy up, and Seven, their siblings, took him away.
The
If
second
you guys
time
point
I heard
off into the
hogtied
distance,
the
you can see Sev and his sisters, and this Lewis's feet are just like kicking aggressively behind him. He's still continuing, but Uru, as you look over there, you notice that the spirit doesn't seem to be like lingering or trying to pick anything out of him like some of the other ones before. It seems like limp,
Okay.
not dead, but just
Yeah,
like,
unconscious of some
mhm.
variety.
Yep, they kind of look like limp snakes when they are not active.
Darkness glances over for just a second before seeing the thing and then quickly averts his eyes. Do you think it would be like a problem if we just left him out in the snow?
I mean, he is still a
Probably.
person.
I don't like him as much as the next person, but we probably actively shouldn't kill him.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's pretty unpleasant, but that's about all. He doesn't deserve it.
And besides, I guess if we keep him alive, that thing's over there. Fine. My ass is getting wet anyway.
For what it's worth, that thing looked like it was pretty. Well, no, actually, I couldn't see that.
You
Never
couldn't
mind.
see it.
I couldn't see shit.
Just remember, your failure this time leads to your success next time.
I don't know if it works like that, but
Of course it does.
I'll try and keep your optimism.
One
Oh.
foot in front of the other, my friend.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it did lead me right out that door, so I like your idea.
The
Now,
hot,
let's eat
steamy
brownies.
tray of brownies and a recent and very successful scry attempt on Plibdal Plop. What does Duckjar wish to do next?
Call would probably give the brownies the rest of the chance to cool, and then slice them. I imagine, you know, we went to the community center for the size, so we were probably able to make a decently sized tray, but probably not a huge one. So the brownies themselves are probably going to be little bites because we wanted enough to go around.
Bruh.
So they're little brownie bites.
Paul,
Maybe
these
not.
smell
That's what the duck jar is
amazing.
ready.
Right?
They're ready to eat these
I remember
brownies.
them.
They probably won't stand up to to one of a larger size, but I imagine if you haven't had anything like that for a while, it will be a nice reminder. Call will hold one up to Urugaru and be like, "Now, you tell me that these weren't worth the trouble."
I would eat it, by the way, because it probably smells exactly like the ones that I remember.
Yep, I was gonna say even if you
Yeah.
were trying to like resist
Nah,
the urge
no,
to
no.
consume it in a single bite, it's like when you try to do like the taster bite and you can't help but go in for bite number 2. It's that scene from Ratatouille when Ego
He eats it, like, has the flashback.
it has the flashback to when he was a little like it's what do you think Uru's flashback is when he eats this little chocolate brownie for the first time? What
Okay.
childhood memory do you think?
So, I don't think it's necessarily full on, like, little 5-year-old Uru necessarily.
Doesn't have to be.
I think this is closer to, like, teenage Uru starting to really get into doing things for the tribe, and potentially his first trip down the mountain to Edmontown. God, I hate that name. And, you know, meeting Minnie for the first time, and this place that for the first time in his life felt like a truly happy place, unlike the place he knew growing up. And probably one of the first time he actually ate these brownies, and just thoroughly feeling like, no, this is the kind of stuff that I want, not what I have up there.
You feel your
Call
heart
will.
is warmed slightly.
Sorry.
No metagame
No.
or mechanical, but like you feel kind of happy. You just had like a great, you haven't had a counselor position in a hot second, but you definitely counseled the shit out of your colleague, and now you're getting to enjoy like a sweet treat that you haven't had in what feels like forever. It's not, it obviously hasn't been forever. It's just sort of like the first Christmas cookie of the season kind of a
Yeah.
vibe.
Uru just kind of whispered to himself, I lost myself again for a bit, didn't I?
Just a
Because
little.
Uru recognizes that, since we got on the mountain, he's been a little bit gruff and cold, and it's Uru going back to what he knew growing up, right? Which was to survive up here, you've got to be cold and, unfeeling and callous and blah, 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 blah.
Don't say
And
blah blah blah.
I do not go
Blah blah blah.
and he'll look at Call and go, I'm sorry. I'll try better to take my own advice from now on.
Apology accepted and returned.
Do you mind if I take one of these to Minnie?
Take a few. It was because of her we had these in the first place.
And Uru would very, very generously take a couple and go to Minnie.
Yeah, the little bottoms are definitely happy to see you, and she's very proud of how good of a job you've done making these little cakes.
And it wasn't me. It was all my friend. He's impressive with this stuff. I've always been a subpar at best cook.
If that's how you feel about it, but I'm sure you helped in some way.
He'll kind of smile and look down at Minnie and kind of say, I've never really thanked you for all the stuff you've done for me, and, well, thank you. This was the first place that ever gave me an idea of what home should feel like. Going forward, I'll remember that and keep it in my heart. I really appreciate it.
Minnie's gonna give you a big ol' little hug.
A little big ol' hug.
But you can kind of feel Minnie's colder than you remember her being. As you sort of like have your eyes focus in to see if you can identify, like, is it back? Is that thing possessing her again? And you don't see anything. It's just something feels off about Minnie when you go to hug her.
She's even tinier.
Is everything okay?
And she goes, yes, of course, everything's fine, everything's fine.
I know what you're doing, and I hate it.
Oh, do you? What do you think? Do you want to roll a check? Do you want to roll something? You want to roll something to
I-
find out if you're right, Mr.
You
Spring?
want to roll it? Do you
Do you
want to?
want to be right now?
I
What do you want to know?
want to know about. I'm gonna roll a medicine check. I want to see if I can check her health.
Oh,
No,
advantage.
she's,
Oh my god.
Advantage?
Stop it.
no, she just got into her old stash and she's
Oh, that was
vibing.
a nature check.
Minnie is not long for this world. She's old.
Yeah.
She is very, very old.
Uh,
Fun mini.
a tear will kind of hit Uru's eyes as he does kind of recognize what's going on, and he'll go. I need to go with them. I need to see through my journey, but I'll be back.
She's like, of course you do. Make sure you come back before you leave the mountain, though. No more leaving without saying goodbye. I don't like it when people do that. I wouldn't do that to you.
Promise I will.
Good. Now, run along and go play with your little friends.
Be well, Minnie. Oh.
Minnie's gonna die.
Cut to somebody else for a minute, please.
Oh,
Can I
So-
just cast restoration on her, make her young again? That's how it works, right?
Not old.
One effect, reducing the target's hit points maximum. That seems like age to me.
No, not age. Not age.
anything
Listen,
but age.
If darkness wants to get into necromancy, we can have that conversation.
He keeps
Then we
bringing
can
it up.
always have
Use,
many.
reanimate.
He has wanted to cast summon undead for literal months at this point.
Characters. I'm not stopping you.
And then many will be around forever.
Okay.
No, but his own sense of self-preservation is around the rest of the party. So, create undead will have to wait for another day.
Okay. I'm good.
We're
Alright.
good.
But
Well-
head back to the party.
So, Call would have put out like because there's things that are stealing stuff, but no, but Call just would have basically put the brownies out in like a help yourself kind of situation with just like a take one kind of sign, so that the community could see that this was for them. It was originally part of the trap, but since the trap had kind of trapped super efficiently, it now has just turned into kind of like a good deed for the town.
We accidentally sprung the trap early.
We accidentally we trapped too hard, and now we have all this extra bait that was originally supposed to.
I don't see
try to
any
draw people in.
problems here.
Admiral
Yeah.
Akbar still hasn't caught
Zero.
on yet.
No.
As you're leaving Minnie's, Uru, you see Tyke rush up. Like, which tray did you give Minnie?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
I just grabbed a couple and put them on a tray.
She goes, fuck, okay. Be right back.
Oh, well, at least she'll have fun
God
on her way
damn it.
out.
How did that get
I was
past
shocked.
Call?
She's a rogue.
I
Very
mean,
You have
sneaky.
garbage passive perception.
I mean,
That's
wait,
also
hold on.
very
We were
true.
outside while they were even making the brownies.
They weren't in the making process.
She was actively.
And other stuff has happened since then. You guys have been upstairs scrying and stuff. You guys have been outside. You guys have been inside. There's been a mix. Like,
Cheeky.
Stuff
Ocean's
and things that
11
happen.
some special carrot brownies together.
Mm-hmm.
you said brownies. It sounded like a good idea. Your brownies are not medicated. You're fine.
Thank you. Well, they are a good idea, but thank you.
See what you've done to me.
I can't see what I've done to you. I can hear it though, and I almost feel bad. Keyword being
Don't.
almost. You're
Don't.
fine.
It was beautiful.
All right.
I'm not
well,
allowed to kill Polly. I'm not allowed to kill Snowy. Who am I allowed to kill?
Have to take someone, damn it.
Someone's gotta go down.
Sorry, me.
I have
It was
been
this or
so
Ash.
ready to go.
Oh my god.
I
Or
keep
you,
giving
or
you opportunity.
Spirit.
Well, no, the animals aren't allowed to die. My character.
Yeah.
No one will.
But then just to try
a
and full
razor.
circle, so you have your batch of brownies that have not been tampered with, I assure you. The party seems in solid spirits now that they have a better idea as to what exactly they are facing. We know that there is several holes that lead into Plibdleplop's lair. We know that they are large enough for something small to fit through. Not particularly huge though. So what are we feeling? Where are we at? What's going on?
This sounds like a job for Octopus Rail.
Right.
Octorail.
I think from here we should probably make for the Kobold Cave.
Well, if you want, I think I know where it is.
Are you ready to meet
mean-
the Queen of the Kobolds?
Is there anything more to be gained from this, or like you were saying, like we already know where the thing is, right?
We know our quarry, but we don't know its exact location.
You just know down.
Down.
I actually
Well-
And
have
if
an
there's
idea.
anyone,
Yeah, I mean, Uru has a pretty good sense of it. I mean, unless there's something more to be gained, I say we can make a beeline, take care of this as quickly as possible. I think time is of the essence, right?
agreed.
I'm not going down there today. I already told you I have 0 combat available. Also, I feel like shit. So, yeah.
I would also argue maybe a trip to the Kobold Spruce is not the worst idea.
Okay.
If we have again, I have an idea, but I'm not 100% sure, and the description of it makes kind of sense to what I remember that lake being, but I haven't really seen it myself, so I can
Go
only
ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
yeah, just raw intelligence.
Yep.
Nat 20.
With a nat 20,
Nice.
you are able to kind of put together some of the clues that have been dropped. You remember that you were talking about that at one point there was mention of a cave that was sealed off a long time ago because the
Yeah.
fish in the cave were making people sick.
Yeah, that was my thought.
And so
I
you
remember
know where
we
that
talked
cave
about-
is located.
Okay. No, I trust my instinct on this one. It's definitely that cave. It's the only place that makes sense based on the context clues we have. But it's up to you guys. I'm sure of it. So listen.
I think it would.
We've been through a lot today, even though it wasn't really the plan to be through a lot today. Is one more night gonna hurt us?
If you're all comfortable with it, I think absolutely. Take a night. Take a day.
take a couple brownies.
We all deserved it.
Pick a couple of brownies.
Going through a lot. Ray's still fucking wet from her bath. Like, it's ridiculous.
Why don't we
I
like?
will like shake to try to
Yeah. Ah, god damn it. Ah.
turn into
Besides.
frost.
There's some droplets in my eyes. Hold
Roll me a 1d4.
on.
No shit.
It's everywhere. Oh god.
Oh no, it's ice knife.
No!
Huh?
Shrapnel, I'm getting
Just-
fucking hit by hail.
2.
It does like actively kind of form into sleet as you're shaking it off of you because it's getting that much colder, and it does thwap a couple of people. We're gonna say
So is it the like instant cold, where everything?
it's more like sleet. Like it starts off as just wet, but then by the time it sails off of rail and then onto somebody else, Jackie and Archmon get a little, and then Red Rage as well, but she's okay with it.
The pieces that hit my skin, when they hit, they automatically steam, like, immediately. Because I run,
Yep.
I run a little hot. God damn.
So they barely even come into contact with you. You just know that it came in your general direction. Like when a sprinkler goes off near you, but you don't actually get hit. You're just kind of offended at the audacity.
How
Steamed
dare
up my
you.
eyes. Ah, God.
I agree that we should definitely rest before making for a fight with this creature. We need to be in top condition. It's not going to be an easy fight, but I don't like the idea of sitting idle, and the kobolds could still have information that we could use.
If I remember correctly, the cave is closer to here than the top of the mountain.
Correct. So, you would be heading towards the mines.
Yeah.
The
So-
mines.
Mines.
If we head up the
Red
mountain, we don't do this again until we come back down. Doesn't make much sense to head up without dealing with this first. We're here.
Yep.
We know where it is.
Well, if darkness needs to rest, then we can go to the mines, talk with the kobolds, come back, finish resting.
The mines aren't
And make-
a 1 hour, 2 hour trip. If we go to talk to the kobolds,
The kobolds are in the mines.
are they in the, are
Yeah.
they in the mines? Okay, because I thought they headed up the mountain to meet us at the.
They mentioned that there is a meeting spot up the peak. But you can also access that peak through the mines. Like, you don't have to travel up and on the outside of the mountain. You
Okay.
could use the cave network that's on
Oh.
the inside. Now, there were shadow thingies leading into the mines, and so whether or not you want to go into the dark, where the shadow things are probably really good at doing their thing, like, that's one thing. But there's also harpies on the other side. So at this point, you're sort of deciding